Sassi, and all the support of the secret record in the USA, President G. Dio, Charlie Darius Dillion, and it is done by the Council of Secret Record.
Give me a second here, guys. Give me a second. I'm gonna end this song. End this song. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Voice of Sinoe. We're going to have a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious night on the platform tonight. So what I want you to do is just hit the share button for me. And we have a lot of training issues from Sinoe County, Republic of Liberia. So just hit the share and we'll share the beautiful content with you tonight. But in the meantime, let's listen to the Record Boys. The Sync on Record Boys. Kineo-jaiwe. You know what that means in the original Sapo language? Kineo-jaiwe. All right, so I will interpret that for you in a little bit. But in the meantime, just hit the share button. And that's what I want you to do. Kineo-jaiwe. That's how you put the Neo-jaiwe. All right, so just do that. Hit the share button and I will tell you Kineo-jaiwe. I will tell you what it means, okay? Madison wa blewulu. So is it Madison? That's me, and right now they're talking about Madison wa blewulu. So Madison, listen to our melodious voices, our melodious sinking voices. Wa blewulu. Okay, so I'm listening to you guys. I'm up today. I'm on the Voice of Sinoe in the diaspora with Dark Side Porter. So what you have to do is share with your friends. Tell your friend, Sahia Porter, Dark Side Porter is up today. He's talking. He's about to discuss pertinent, important issues relative to our Sinoe County as senatorial or should I say congressional elections coming up pretty soon in Sinoe County, or if you like the Republic of Liberia. So Just do me a favor, hit that. And Madison New Jaiye. Caroline Sampson, the people are calling you. That's the queen of the Grand Judges Association in Americas. And she is one of the major sponsors of the guy, the Syncom record boy. So Caroline Sampson, and that when, you know, and that when they're calling you, okay? I know, I say, what is he talking? I am talking, I'm speaking the original language of my people. English is a foreign language to me. And so I begin with my original language. So like as I told you before, I am an Afrocentric thinker. All right. You can go define that one for yourself. That's right. No, can't wasn't that. Aaron Ganto is calling you. Aaron is talking. He's calling you right now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we want to continue with the music later. So we got to get a show on the way. We are late because of other engagements. Again, if you are under the vibration of my voice, please do me a favor. Just hit the share button for me. And we're about to talk Sino politics tonight. And you know, when if I'm talking Sino politics, I don't make it lazy. All right. And so I want you to share with your friends so that they can be part of the show, so they can be part of Sino politics. Because this congressional election that is coming up is very crucial. It's very, very crucial. And so we have to educate our people and also share with you the things that are happening in Sino County updates. Also, so if you want to be on top of the happening, I want you to share with your friends so that they can be part of the show. Sorry, guys, having a feedback here. All right, sorry about that. It's a little. I got a lot of gadgets going on here. All right, so let's get the ball rolling here for you. Again, welcome to the Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with Doc Saipo, the Esoteric. I'm coming to you live from Prosper Park, Pennsylvania, and these United States of America. Hopefully, all of you out there, you are staying safe. Um, Again, don't forget about the virus; is still around, and so do your best to follow health protocol. Um, Wear a mask. Make sure you social distance. If you don't have to go out, make sure stay home. I mean, do the best we can do. The good news is the vaccine will be out pretty soon. I think they will be rolling the vaccine out this month, which is a good thing. But in the meantime, we got to be safe and take all necessary precautions. All right, so as you are coming on seeing the people that are following right now, Mr. Claudio Manesuni, how you doing, sir? Welcome aboard. Mr. James Panto, how you doing, sir? Welcome aboard. Those are getting on, just hit that share button for me. On Milton Teahjay, how you doing, sir? Welcome aboard. And I'm seeing 8 others. I'm not seeing all of you. All right, let me quickly, what I'm going to do here before I get the show rolling is to share my agenda with you. And so I want to do that right now. That is Mr. Mana say he's watching live. Okay, sir, welcome aboard. All right, let me share my agenda with you tonight. We have been away for a while, so we have a little lengthy agenda tonight. But we do so. We deal with it. We tackle it expeditiously. All right, quickly. So the first thing we now going to do on the platform is to do a shout out to people. All right, so we'll do our happy birthday greetings. And next on the platform, we're going to be talking about the last moments of Senator Mobutu NYenpan. All right, so we're going to be playing some videos and stuff like that, giving you some images, the last moments of the Senator slash Minister of Public Works, Republic of Liberia. That's Mobutu V NYenpan. All right, the last moments. And also, we're going to be talking about national politics. So I call it a political debate or political rally. A political debate or political rally. That's Senator Darius Dillion versus Thomas Fallah. All right, I'm going to look at that as the debate they had. And also, I'll be looking at tonight a reminder to my fellow Sinoeans as December 8th fast approaches. All right, we're going to be reminding you again to do the right thing. You did the right thing before, but we are going to reiterate, make sure that you do the right thing again. Also, on the platform, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be talking about I call this Senator Milton Teahjay called Representative Crayton Duncan animal, and this instructs his thoughts, okay, against us. Basically, Senator Milton Teahjay called Representative Crayton Duncan animal and instructs his thugs to vandalize a town hall built by Duncan. All right, that's something we're going to be talking about here. Gertrude, what's up? Welcome aboard. Next thing I'll be talking about also is election time, campaign time in Sinoe County or in Liberia. And so Representative Crayton Duncan sells Senator Augustine Chea to the voters. All right, so we're going to look at some video clips from the campaign trail. And then the political Gandhi of Sinoe County. That's Honorable Matthew G. Zarzar reaffirms his support to Senator. That's a typo right there. Senator meant to say. So let me make the correction quickly over there for you. I got this sent. Let me make that quick correction over there. Boop. All right, that's good now. And I will put that back. All right, so I said Honorable Matthew Zarzar or G. Zarzar reaffirms his support to Senator Augustine Chea. All right, so that's I think these are the talking points I have for you tonight. Welcome again on the platform. Welcome to the Voice of Sinoe. All right, let's get to our greetings, birthday highlights here. Let me get to my birthday. All right, here, as usual, not in particular order. So let me start with this one right here. This is Honorable Alfred Jadiah or Jadia. Mr. Jadia, Alex Jadia celebrated his birthday not too long ago. And so, Voice of Sinoe, we want to use the opportunity to say happy birthday to Mr. Jadia. Afra, actually, it's Afra Jadia. Sorry for the slip of the tongue over there. So, Honorable Afra Jadia celebrated his birthday. So, we like to do a shout out to him. Happy birthday to you, sir. We wish you many more years. All right, let's see here who I have here for a shout out. I got this general right here. Is the former Ecomofi commander for Nigeria. Just joking. He's one of my friends and my brother. As a matter of fact, let me get the other picture out there for you. They're calling his name on Facebook is called Fisa Boss, aka that's Austin Freeman. Mr. Freeman is a wonderful guy. He was once the president of Moses P. Harris. So he's my buddy. We work together. Again, he was my supervisor, as a matter of fact. So he's a very nice guy, generous guy. He supported me in many ways in the past. And so Mr. Mr. Freeman, he got the same last me as mine. And so, Mr. Freeman, we want to say happy birthday to you. I think he's celebrating your birthday today. All right, that's Mr. Freeman, the former president of Moses P. Harris, celebrating the birthday. So let me show you the young girl. Her birthday is coming up too. See her? Woo! That's my daughter. Her called Namale Wulu. All right, see Namale Wulu. Prudence Freeman. Her birthday is coming up December the 14th will be your birthday, and so she's giving you a thumb up over there. My birthday is coming up. Okay, that's my daughter. Esoteric is very beautiful, pretty. You know what I'm saying? So I got pretty babies. All right, so let me see. Shout out people here. I got a couple of people here too. All right, I'd also like to do a shout out to my own brother here, Jackson Wulu Williams. Mr. Williams celebrated his birthday a couple of days ago as well. So I'd like to use the opportunity as well to say happy belated birthday to Mr. Wulu Jackson Williams. Very decent and funny guy. These are guys that I talked to. We grew up together back in Sinoe County. All right, so Jackson, we want to say happy belated birthday to you. All right, let's see here what we have for you for birthday. I also want to do a shout out to Madam Ruth Taffen, and that's the Vice President of United Cyprus Association, Big Sister. So Madam Taffen, Ruth Taffen, we want to say happy belated birthday to you as well. These are the mothers that are holding our local chapter here in Pennsylvania, or if you like, the Delaware Valley chapter. And also, I got this big brother in Liberia, Mr. Blotawe, I think. Mr. Blotawe celebrated his birthday as well, Chembe. And so, Mr. Chembe, we want to say happy belated birthday to you. I got this young man as well. His name is Shiki Tote. Shiki is an ardent father of Voice of Sinoe. So I also like to do a shout out to Shiki. Shiki, enjoy your birthday. Happy belated birthday from the Voice of Sinoe. All right. Also, I'd like to do a shout out to His Excellency, the Vice President of the United Cyprus Association, Pennsylvania chapter, Delaware Valley chapter, Mr. Mason Toba, also celebrated his birthday. So, Mr. VP, on behalf of the president, the office of the president, Her Excellency, Madam Francis Clamayas, and all the members, as well as the Voice of Sinoe, we want to say happy belated birthday to you. All right, so far so good. I think these are the names. These are the people I have. Let me not forget, the other day I should have done a shout out to my political father and my biological father as well. Zarzar celebrated his birthday as well. I think it was the 21st of November. So my last podcast, we had a lot of people on the list, and so I forgot. So we also want to use the opportunity to say a happy belated birthday to the political Gandhi of Sinoe County, Honorable Matthew Zarzar, the representative for Electoral District Number 3, Sinoe County. Happy birthday, sir, and we wish you many more. All right, so these are the names. These are the people that I wanted to do shout out to. Let me review quickly so I don't miss somebody here. I think that's about it. That is it. All right, that's what I got for shout out. Let's get to our last moments. All right, so this one, I call this the last moments of Senator Mobutu Yimpan. And so what I'm going to do here is to show you some images, and we're going to play some videos or clips from the activities during his burial, the lawmaker that passed away in Liberia. So let's see here. We want to show you what is going on or what went on during the last moments of our fallen hero, Mobutu. All right, so that's the a story over there from the Honest newspaper. Goodbye, Mobutu V. NYenpan. All right, so we again, that's the last moments of the fallen hero, the former Minister of Public Works and former Senator of Sinoe County who passed away recently. All right, so these are some images I want to show you now. Last moment. Just want to show you these images. That's the great man there. Some images from the ceremony. These are the political leaders of Sinoe County. That's Crayton Duncan, Honorable Zarzar, and Senator Augustine Chea. Unfortunately, Senator Teahjay is not on that picture because he isolated himself from the caucus of the county activities. Let's see here. Let me get you some images here. That's the tomb of the fallen hero right there for you. Let me see. Also, I'm going to be playing some video. I just want to show you some images first, and then we'll listen to some speeches from the occasion. That's Senator Mobutu Yimpan. All right, so let's see. Well, let's roll some videos here for you from the occasion. Let me see. Not in particular order here. Let's see.
Okay, for those of you that have been watching since morning, this has been Vision Online TV, bringing you full coverage of the restoration mass for the fallen, the late Minister Mobutu V. NYenpan. At this time, every good thing must come to an end, and so we are winding down. You can join us later on in Brewerville, where interment will take place. From my end, from my staff, Zizek Barrett Jr., JB, that's Mr. Fakins, and Timothy Breeze. Those guys have been very tremendous, working very hard to ensure that this coverage went on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just show you some images or some video clips from the final moments of our lawmaker who passed away, the national leader. That's Honorable Mobutu V. So we are reflecting on his last moments. So just stay with me and share with your friends, please. Let's reflect on the last moments of the lawmaker, former Senator of Sinoe County, and former Minister of Public Works, Republic of Liberia. Let me see here. I can bring on one of the speeches here. That's His Excellency President George Weah reflecting, paying his last respect to the fallen hero, Minister Mobutu V. All right, so if you're joining me, welcome to the Voice of Sinoe with Esoteric. Let's see, we are doing a little reflection on the last moments of the fallen hero. All right, let's listen to the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Okay, so that's the Speaker of the House, Buffett Chambers, paying tribute to the lawmaker. All right, if you're joining me, welcome again. We are just reflecting on the last moments of Mobutu V.
We now have a copy of the program for the state funeral.
Mobutu V. Senior, Minister of Works, Republic of Liberia, held here at the Senior Heart Cathedral Parish. I knew it was not church, it's parish. Broad and Nelson Streets, Louisville, Liberia, Thursday, November 26, 2020. I can see the official time here. Set for is 11 o'clock. Here comes the Vice President, Madam Joel Howard Tiller, and her entourage, flanked by for security. They're asking now those who have private, who are so only according to the chief of protocol, individuals with cell phones are to be seated. We see the vice president. She's going out there. She just hugged their brother, Mr. Mobutu V. She's hugging the son's daughters with her security, around her. And this is a very solemn moment. Here. There you have it. She's wearing that beautiful black dress, or lace, or what's called head cover, head tie or scarf or whatever. And she's been taken directly as a sign of respect. She had to come and hug the family, sons and daughters of the late Minister NYenpan before she takes her seat. So let me show you what the program looks like. This is it. This is it here. That's the program. Beautifully done in black and white. And you see, once you open it, you see a photo of the minister right there on the press page, and it says right there. You see it. Honorable Mobutu V. Senior, March 20, 19. March 20, 1964, October 30, 2020. Right there. Okay. See that? Right there. That's it right there. Beautiful. Handsome. Good looking. Young man. You can see him. Right there. It is getting very noisy. You can see. We just want to keep the camera fixated. This smiling. Young. Good looking. Stay with us. That's the program. See, that's the official gazette that was published by the authority on Friday. Number 63. This is the official gazette that will be read. It is voluminous. It is full of I've never seen one of these soul pack. As a matter of fact, that's 6 plus sheets in here. So that shows his entire autobiography or his biography, whatever how you want to put it. We have the service of the Thanksgiving celebration.
All right, so that's again we are reflecting on the last moments of Mobutu V. Okay, last video here, and then we'll go to something else here. Let's listen to his brother. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to the Voice of Sinoe. Just a quick reflection on the lawmaker, Senator, and Minister of Public Works, Mobutu V. We are just reflecting on his last moments. All right, so those while I was talking, a couple of people joined me on Easter Subway. Welcome aboard, Intimate Tuba, recognize Gurju and others. I can see all of you. Well, welcome to the Voice of Sinoe. Let's move to something else. We just thought to reflect on the life of Mobutu V. Mr. Quincy, welcome aboard. Das Freeman, welcome aboard. All right, let's see what I have for you here for discussion tonight. Let's get to the next thing here. So the next thing, I just want to give my quick view on the debate between Darius Dillion versus Thomas Fallah. All right, so I just want to, it's a quick video. I'm not playing the whole thing, but it's a quick clip that I want to play, and then I will give my thought. I just thought that debate was very weird. All right, so let's see. Let me roll this tip first before we go into the whole thing here. All right, so if you're joining me, welcome aboard. All right, that's the just short clip from the debate between Representative Thomas Fallah and Senator Darius Dillion in Maserati County. First of all, before I do that, let me play one more clip here and then I'll be done with that so we can talk about it a little bit. All right, guys, one more, the last one here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, welcome on board to the Voice of Sinoe in the diaspora. All of you, Madam Kalajabale Foley, Axel Jalia, welcome on board. All right, so I want to talk about the debate between Senator Darius Dillion and Representative Thomas Fallah, a clip of which I was just playing. All right, the first thing, that debate, it was nothing but chaos. It was just a pure circus. I don't know where Liberia is headed. I don't know where we are headed. I mean, we can't get a simple political debate correct. Number one, the problem starts from the moderator. There was no ground rules set for the whole process. He himself will interrupt the guys, the debaters. I mean, he'll tell somebody, fire question, go ahead, shoot your question. I mean, it's just so basic. It's not even at high school level. A whole county, one of the populous county in Liberia. And then the candidates, the people supposed to tell the people of Monserrata County what they would be doing, the candidates, what they're supposed to do for the people. But instead of us hearing what they got to say, the crowd, the Representative Fallah carry his cheering crowd over there. I mean, this is not a soccer game. It's not a soccer game. It's not a football game. It's not a baseball game. I mean, why carry people? I mean, I'm not saying people should not go. But if you go there, the moderator is supposed to set rules for the people to obey. You can't go to a political debate and people are yelling and screaming and clapping, and booing, all of that. If you look at, the world now is a whole big village. You see how other countries, even the advanced country, US, before the guy starts the debate, they will tell you, you can clap from the beginning of the debate when we are calling the guys on stage, and then after the debate you can clap. They tell you exactly what to do. But you have a country that we call ourselves the oldest independence country in Africa, 173 years, but we cannot get a simple debate correct. Where is Liberia headed? It was a circus. It was It looks like a political rally. That's how that whole thing looks. And it wasn't fair to the people of Montserrat. It wasn't fair to the people of Liberia. That we want to hear from the candidates. We don't want to hear what the cheerleaders, the cheer team or cheering squad, what they have to say. No, that's not what that debate. It was a political debate, and so the people debate ideas, what they said that they want to do for the people of Montserrat, for the people of Liberia. That's what we wanted to hear. But instead, we heard singing and cheering and people booing. It's just so basic and elementary. And we have to do better than that. Tomorrow, Sinoe County, the debate is coming up. Dr. Chea put the esoteric. I want to hear the candidates. I want to hear them. So the guys that are moderating the debate, they have to set the ground rules. The noise got to be abolished. We want to hear from the candidates. And that's what we deserve that. Now, there are certain things. The crowd was disorderly. The moderator, he didn't know what he was doing and what have you done. Let's talk about the candidates themselves. The candidates, okay. They were asking for what the guys were running for. So the only person that actually elucidated, that explained it better, a leader has something concrete, it was the other gentleman, the Teahjay, that was on stage. He talked about READ. That's the acronym of his platform. I think that's the only guy that told or that articulated something clear, because he said READ. So the R means reconciliation. I think READ, he said. So the E, I think it's something about equality. The A of something, he named the whole thing, and all of that. D for development. So he clearly defined what he wanted to do for the people of Montserrat County. But let's take example, the next guy, the mean guys, if you like, Darius only talk about he wants to put the light on, or he wants to continue the light. Okay. What do you mean when you say you want to continue to shine the light or continue to put the light on? You have to elaborate. Even the regular light you have, it has a switch. So you have to define exactly what you're talking about when you say putting the light on. You can't just go to a debate and tell people, I'm coming to put the light on. What sort of light? The light of noise? The light of corruption? The light of equity? The light of economic justice? So when you say putting the light on, expand. But again, I don't blame Darius, because the guys, the circus, the guys went there, CDC, they purposely. I mean, I even saw the mayor were laughing about it. It is not funny. When people's lives are at stake in the country, many people go to bed in the country hungry. The healthcare sector is a mess. I mean, the whole place, no jobs in the country. So when these guys, they are coming to the people, you give them the opportunity. How are you planning to fix these many problems we have in the country? But unfortunately, nothing of that happened. People are yelling and screaming. And I mean, Darius, for Fallah, I don't know exactly what he was talking. I didn't hear anything from him with respect to platform. Okay, he only named the three functions of lawmaker, lawmaking, oversight, representation. Okay, and that's what a lawmaker does. Okay, but what sort of law concretely would you sponsor, for example? What are the laws or the bills that you're coming to sponsor? Mr. Fallah did not tell us that. Like I said, the third guy on stage, he was the one, he was clear what sort of bill he would sponsor. He was clear on that. But Thomas Kala said, lawmaking, oversight, representation, that's the job of a lawmaker. Okay, what specific bill do you intend to introduce in Congress when you are elected? Or bills do you plan to introduce? And how the bills, how are they going to change or affect the lives of the people? Thomas Fallah did not tell her that. And then Darius asked him, and I thought Darius could have pressed him more, but he didn't do that. When he asked him about the $20,000. He asked him about the $20,000. He said, sir, I mean, he brought evidence from the Ministry of Internal Affairs and all of that. And then Thomas Fallah corroborated. He agreed that, yes, he got the money. And then he was citing the law with respect to how he's talking about county development funds and social development funds. Okay, it is not legislative development funds. If that legislative project money, then it makes sense why it should go to the lawmaker or why the lawmaker should sign for it. But as a matter of fact, if you look at the law, if you look at the PPCC, and I mean, you read all the documents, the money, even the legislative development funds, they don't go to the lawmakers directly. The lawmakers, they will identify a project and then they will go through LACE, you know. But Thomas Fallah is not a superintendent. He is a representative, but then he admitted that, you know what, I signed for it, and you see the names of the people, you don't sign for it, and that's why you have the local leaders. The money goes through it has a whole process. I'm not here to delineate that whole process, but you have to go to the county official and then the Ministry of Finance. They got the whole long, arduous process that you have to go through. But Thomas Fallah is telling us, you know what, it's because I give the children scholarships so I can sign for county and social development funds. It is not in your purview as a lawmaker. If you are signing for money for social development funds and county development fund, then what the local officials will do. So Thomas Fallah admitted to what Darius said. That's a form of corruption. Number one, you are showing us that the 20,000 were used for children in your school. Okay, you are using the people county development funds to award scholarship to students in your school. How does it work? And Darius was pressing you on that, but the guys were only there to make noise. But that was a credible, fair question to ask the guy. You took students, you gave them $20,000 in your school, you sponsored them in your school. Okay, if you say the money is a county and social development funds, that means if for all the students or all the people in the district or in the county, but you only gave the money to people or you sponsor people in your school. Okay, how about the other schools in the county or in the district? So there is a power people corruption over there. And Darius was right, is a conflict of interest. The guy sought his own interests. And it's wrong. And this thing got to be set right. Yes. And he was bragging about how he can use $20,000 to build his university. And he said in that speech that Thomas Fallah said, that project, it costs $1 million project, university. My university, that project, it costs $1 million. Okay, it begs the question, I expected Darius to have asked him, where did he get the money from? $1 million. It's fine. You build the building for us, even though it's for yourself. It's a personal project, private school for yourself. It's not a pro bono school that you build for the children of Liberia. You build it, it's a business. But Thomas Fallah is saying, it's $1 million project. I can use $20,000. But where did you get the $1 million from? You got to account for that. You got to tell the people. And that's why the debates are very important. The moderator got to listen to the guys, what they are saying. Sir, where did you get $1 million from to build a university for yourself? Why the children are not in school? Why the healthcare facility, the very hospitals in Liberia, they are a mess? Where are you getting $1 million from as a lawmaker? Are you making different salary than the other lawmakers and you get $1 million project? Well, you got to account for that money. So the guy exposed himself. $1 million, he said. But he didn't tell where he got it from. You got to account for that. Yes. And so the whole debate, and you were asking, Instead of asking substantive questions, Thomas Fallah was asking Darius to name the metes and bounds of Maserati. How did the guy is in high school or something? Is serious? Girls are being raped in the country. Malnutrition is all over the place. I mean, the government officials are loving to little girls. They are engaging in what they call quid pro quo, something for something. You have, I mean, these different things. The guy did not ask for what is going on, the social economic problems in the country. He didn't say anything. He's asking the man. He's doing geography. It's not high school debate here. I mean, it reminded me when he asked that question. It reminded me in Ghana we had this student. My comrade, my friend, I think it was Brian Slot Jr. He was contesting to be the student council president, and then my other comrade, Nia Brown. They had a debate, and one of the students came and asked Brian Slot, who I was supporting by then, he asked Brian Slot to sing the Liberian national anthem. I was like, the question that they're supposed to ask, for example, ask Brian Slide, he said, when they put me outside, what are you going to do for me to stay in school? But the man was asking Brian Slide to sing the Liberian national anthem. And that's exactly what Thomas Fallah was doing, asking the man to name the metes and bounds of Maserati County, doing geography. Is that what affecting the people in the country? A lawmaker is asking such elementary and Esoteric question. Very basic. You see, this is why Liberia is not going nowhere, because the guys that are leading us, they don't know what they are talking. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know their job functions. And so they go there and asking, name all the local officials and all of that. How is it going to help to change the situation in the country? Ask the man relevant questions. And asking about local officials, the thing they are already on document. They're on file. If you want to go lower and go read it, the people in the crowd, when they want to know that local officials, they got the registry where you can go and look at those things. You want to know what the guy going to be doing about rape in the country. What are you going to be doing about joblessness in the country, the lack of jobs in the country? What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about the healthcare system in the country? I mean, these are serious things that you should be. How can we get power in the country? The country is dark, practically dark. The roads are messed up in the country. These are things that we have to be talking about. The life expectancy in Liberia is very small. These are things we'll be out talking about. The man talking about name the metes and bounds of Maserati County. How are you serious? So this is why Liberia is not going anywhere. You're still at the same point. We got the wrong people in power. Like PRO would say, people with no ideas, they are in power. And those with ideas, they are not in power. And so the country is going nowhere. That debate was a disaster. Again, I'm calling those that are tomorrow in Sinoe County will be the senatorial debate in my county. And I don't want to see this repeated. Because I want to know what the leaders will be doing, what they plan to do, and how they plan to do it. Let it explain to the people crystal clear so we can know. We don't want no cheering tomorrow in Sinoe. No, the guys got to put in the rules. If anybody disturbs in the building, let the person be ejected. Put the person outside. We want to know. How will you streamline the school? How will you bring quality to the school? What sort of laws you going to sponsor? Those are things you want to know. You're a lawmaker. You are coming to make laws for us. What laws bills you're going to sponsor, and how those bills will affect the population. We want to know those things. And not people coming and clapping and making noise, and we can hear. It's sad in that country. All right. So that's it. If you ask me, Darius is better than Thomas Fallah. But hey, let's see what other people will do the right thing. Because first of all, Thomas Fallah is your representative. And he is doing business with the people. He got a technical university for himself. And he didn't tell where he got the money from. He wasn't a rich man when he came to power. And so how is it that a broke man came to power and he building a $1 million school? He got to explain those things to us. We are not gullible. We can't sit there and Fallah tell us, oh, I just built $1 million university, and we can't ask the hard questions. He got to tell us. Where are you getting the money from? When the hospitals don't have drugs, when people are sick, they fly them to other countries to treat them. But you got $1 million. I'm talking about United States dollars. A poor guy who was selling woods, now building, he got in government and he building private university, $1 million. The corruption in the country that he's telling us, no integrity institution, because the institutions in the country, they are toothless. They are intentional. They have no teeth in it. They don't do anything. People steal and they go with impunity. And the man is bragging. But you just indicted yourself, sir. You took $20,000 and you are not a superintendent. You are not a local official, and you sign for county and social development funds. It's not for you. Your job is to lobby for funding to go to the county, and you provide oversight. Enough not for you to go and sign. That is corruption. How sure are we that Mr. Thomas Fallah actually used that money? Or okay, the student in his school, so the $20,000 was paid to him as scholarship. It doesn't make sense. In your school, you sponsor student in your school, but you are the owner of the school, and you put the money in your pocket, and you're telling him, I get a children's scholarship. Wow. Liberia is an interesting country. And people are okay with these things. They're okay, it's fine. T5 University. The man he's telling you, I built university, T5 hospital, T5 elementary school. Where is the one guy getting this money from? In building $1 million university, he building T5 clinic or hospital. He building T5 high school. Where is Thomas Fallah? Is he getting different pay from the other lawmakers in Congress in Liberia? Where is he getting the money from? Something is not right. And these things, they are not for the people, the poor people, children over there when they go to Thomas Fallah school. It's not free. When you don't pay, Thomas Fallah will pull you outside. He's not doing it free. He will pull you out. He's not going to tell you, say, oh, just stay in the school and learn. No, he didn't build it free for the people. So Thomas Fallah will pull you outside when you don't pay the school fee, and you use $1 million. He told us. He did not tell us where he got the money from. He built T5 clinic. He built T5 high school, university. Where is Thomas Fallah? This question has to be answered. But the people will vote for him anyway, because Liberians, we don't think. We don't hold our leaders' feet to the fire. No accountability to us. They go there, Darius is asking a question, he's laughing. It's funny to him. No, yes, it's funny to Thomas Fallah. It's funny to him, but guess what? The hungry child over there is not funny for the child. The child that has kwashako, it's not funny to that child. The people in there laughing. Meanwhile, you don't have it to eat. And Thomas Fallah is telling you, I built $1 million university, commercial university for myself. I'm in your office and I'm building university. The corruption in Liberia get a long way to go. If you have the wrong people in power, that's what you get. So there you go. Darius Dillion, you should have explained to us too when you see the light. What do you mean by light? Are you going to be having flash light all in the building and show it to the people? Or so you have to explain this thing. You don't speak in parables. No. This is not a parabolic forum. It's a political debate where you explain things crystal clear to the people so they can know what you're talking about. Put the light on. Okay. All right, but I think Darius is better than Thomas Fallah. And hopefully the people will do the right thing. Let's go to the next thing here. That's the debate. I just wanted to, it was horrible. So I've seen some comments coming here. Let me look at some of the comments. Tragedy of the comments. That's it. It's a pure tragedy. You're right. Liberia it's a tragic land. Poor people come to power and they build $1 million. Billions all over the place. He bragging about it. That was when I heard that thing, I was like, serious? How is that guy who was selling planes? It's now building $1 million university. He didn't tell us the cost of the clinic or the hospital. He didn't tell the cost of the high school. Wow. That's a tragedy in the land. You are right. Riches, you are right. Liberia is the tragic land. It's a tragic land. People go and steal from the people and go and brag about it. What am I doing with $20,000? I got $1 million university. Sir, do you get different salaries from the other guys? Explain to us, where did you get the money from? Why is it that the richest guy or the guy purportedly who had money when he came to power, we can't debate that, Judge. We are the world soccer star. Everybody knows him. Judge, did not build $1 million university in Liberia. But the guy I was selling fire coal, he came to power, he came to office now, and he built a university for the people. For himself, not for the people actually, for himself. And Darius Dillion is saying, no, guys, here is the right way to go. And that's why I like the people say, oh, Darius Dillion just talking. He's talking. Darius is saying, instead of building university, giving the money, putting in the pocket of Fallah so he can get rich, let us put the money in private, free. Like Joey declares everything free right now in the country, university at least, or public colleges. Darius is saying, let us improve the quality of the public institutions because they are free in the country. So when Fallah sending his children to the rich school where they can get equality, the poor people children in Lapasi, in Nikru Town, in Sinoe, they can also go to the public universities and get the same quality. That's what Darius is saying. But the guys are saying, oh, T5 build university for himself. And you are elated about that. The guy is in your office and you're doing that. Where in the world you can have that happen, at least not in the Western world? They will bring you before the ethics committee to answer questions. But in Liberia, hey, we'll just sit down and watch the people. They clap for you. That guy is dividing. I look at the other video. Fallah is distributing money. Where is the guy getting the money from? He putting people online to get their money so they can vote for him. I think the people know better because Charles Salief did the same thing. He thought he could bribe the people to become a senator in Mansarrata County, and people ate the money and they voted for George Weah. So hopefully the people will repeat that history. Fallah is bribing people. He's telling us I built private university. $1 million. Private high school. Private hospital. But when they get sick, then they go to Ghana. Okay. How is it that you have a clinic? But then you have to go to other countries to get health care. You see? So the guys, they do this thing just to win the people votes and they get in power, then they steal more. They don't mean what they're saying. All right, so let me look at it. It's sad for that country. It's sad. It was staged malice. Many in the country put party over country and cry why our country cannot develop. Law of a country should be a subject in school in Liberia. If given the opportunity, that would be one of my first bill. See, the woman is talking with sense. These are the things we got to talk about. The people will cheer for political leaders. I mean, when I listen to some of these people, they say, Party loyalty. Loyalty to party. How are you saying loyalty to country? You know what? The party will go sooner rather than later. We don't have institutions in Liberia. So people, loyalty was to UP, but then UP is nowhere right now. So they put their loyalty to party, and when the party goes away, then the country becomes the victim. The people don't love. So Manajabwe, you are right. Patriotism has to be taught in school. Kato. Everyone in the country, in the healthcare sector, they get something they call mandatory reporter. When you see something wrong, you report it. That's part of your civil responsibility, to look out for each other. Well, no patriotism. The people, their loyalty is to party, to an individual rather than the country. Say the party mandate. Party giving you mandate as a free citizen to tell you what to do. Then you are not free when the party is giving you mandate, because the party is in the country. You give the people power that are in power right now, and the party is giving you mandate. That's party mandate. Wow. How did Liberia? Where is the country headed? You got to say, this is patriotic. This is my patriotic obligation. I have the moral obligation to do the right thing for my country. But we are saying the party mandate, that they're coming from the chairman of the party. You can't go against the party. Who is the party chairman? Is he your king? Is he your king to give you a decree, to issue a fiat, and you listen to that crap? You know why Socrates did in Athens, in Greeks? The man challenged the status quo. And that's why I love him. Socrates is my philosophical hero. The people rules. He questioned everything. Don't take anything for at face value. Question those people that tell you no. And so when you say you're religious man, you say, okay, let me ask you, what is religion? Then you'll go into that. He wants to know the truth. But the people are not being taught the truth in the country. And so I think Manajabwe has a point. We have to teach the children ethics in school. They got to learn it from youth. The other time when things were normal, I went to my daughter. I went to pick her up from daycare, and she had the toy in her hand. When she saw me, she dropped the toy and ran to me. Then the teacher looked at her, and she knew exactly. So she went and she knows where she's supposed to put that toy. So she went by. When the teacher looked at her, she went and took the toy and put it where it belongs. So this school is where you train the children, give them the education when they leave the walls, so that because you are preparing them for the larger society. So when they leave, they can be ethical people. But it's hard in Liberia. The leaders in Liberia, they are not setting, now all of them, they are not setting a moral example. And so the children, they don't have no incentive to do the right thing. When the leader before you is telling you, I built $1 million university, but he can't tell you why that little man has the obligation to explain too. But the sad part, when the guy used the money, he didn't give her any document anywhere that he got the money from. Then they will see a little man stealing a collar, they will start to beat him. Whereas those guys that are stealing $1 million, that should be beating. They beat the guy that stole color, orange, and stuff like that. So Liberia is a sad country. I agree with Manajabwe. Okato, that bill I want to see, I will support it myself. I watched the high school debate. No, that is sub-high school, Quincy. That is below high school level. That debate was pathetic. I watched the high school debate in Liberia most recently. It was much organized than all right. I think it was a typo over there. I didn't understand anything at all. Yes, now Liberia, all they give you is confusion, because the idea, the politician, they confuse the people And in the confusion, they steal from the people. And that's what they do. That's what they do. They fool the people. They go there and people, you're talking, you're a lawmaker, and somebody is asking you a question. I was pissed when I saw some of Fallah laughing. He left the stage and laughing. You serious? The lives of the people are at stake. And your colleague is asking you a question and you are laughing. How do I know? This country, we got a super long way to go. How can one know about a candidate agenda during this disorganized debate? When your candidate lacks substance, all you can do is make noise and clap. Exactly. The Fallah was devoid of knowledge, or as a man, devoid of knowledge. You go to a debate asking somebody, name the meets and bounds of Maserado County. The people in there, they are in school. That's what the geography instructor is supposed to do. That's that question for the geography, not somebody who wants to be a senator. You're asking me geography question. Oh, you know what, Liberia? Is this serious? Tomorrow inside the country, I want let me see one of the candidate asking geographic question or asking science question. I mean, I'm not saying maybe ask for climate change, maybe it will make sense. But you can ask, how many citizens inside our country? We are not doing censor here. That's not censor we're doing. So we want to know why the schools in the country are horrible, or in the county are horrible. How do you hope to fix that? We want to know, because education is power. I mean, that is when you apply it the best way, though, or the right way. People sometimes they say knowledge is power. No, knowledge is power when used. When you use the knowledge appropriately, I mean, sometimes people use it inappropriately, but if you have the knowledge, you don't use it, then it's not power. So knowledge applied is power. So our children right now, when you see some of the children writing on Facebook, you want to cry. It's sad. So how do we improve the quality? The county is dark. What can we do to get some power in the county? Instead of the lawmakers and the officials, they put their generator on, they turn it on, and the rest of the people, they are in total darkness. These are things we want to know. There are more things. Women, the infant mortality rate is high. I mean, rape is prevalent. I mean, an array of things wrong in the whole country. All right, so those are the comments that I'm seeing here. Let me see. Let me go down while I see other comments coming here. Yeah, shaking my head. That's right. The phraseology has to be right, Dillion. Okay. All right, thank you. So let's see. Let's go to something else here. Thanks for following the show, Voice of Sinoe. If you want to participate, there's a crawler down there. It has a number 267-648-8149, and you'll be right here with Dr. Sayapota if you want to participate. Let's go to our next thing. If you're following me, welcome aboard. My man Richie, I recognize you, sir. Samson, welcome aboard. Evangelist James Collar, welcome aboard. And others, I'm not seeing all of you. I'm seeing 19 other persons following the show. All right, let's see here. Let me get this, our nesting here. But before we go to the reminder, let me bring you to something else here. I will come back to that reminder. I want to quickly talk about this one first before we go to the reminder. Senator Milton Teahjay called Representative Crayton Duncan animal and instructs his thugs to vandalize a town hall built by Duncan. Somebody spoke of tragedy earlier. I think it's Donald Ritchie. This is tragic. This is tragic for Sinoe County. Now, those of you that don't know Senator Milton Teahjay, we're going to give you a brief history of the man. Terse. We are not going to go in detail. The man that calling another lawmaker animal. And the only animalistic thing that the man did, at least in my view, based on what I understand, because the man built a town hall where Teahjay is from. And that's what Teahjay is calling the man an animal. You serious? Hold on, let me just show you these guy images first. And then we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Let me see here. Let me get some images for you here. So that, because I like to show you, this is Senator Milton Teahjay of Sinoe County. This is the man that calling all the lawmakers animal in the county. And we're going to do a little survey to see who is the real animal. I mean, people are afraid, the leader, don't talk to your leader. If the leader doesn't want to be civil and he wants to be rude, then we have to lay your history bare to the people. Let me see. This young guy who is doing extremely well in Sinoe County, Senator Teahjay had the audacity to call the man an animal for building a clinic, for building, not clinic, but town hall, for opening a recent school. Let me show you something. I'll show you some images here. I'm not just talking. I'll show you something here. Where's Duncan's picture? I want to show you Representative Crayton Duncan's picture. This is Representative Crayton Duncan right here. This young man is the chairman of the Sinoe Legislative Caucus. They have been working together with the other Senator, Augustine Chea, Honorable Zarzar, and when the late Nambislo was alive, these guys were working together to help the people of Sinoe County. This guy right here, he is so divisive to the point where he attacked everybody, all the other lawmakers, including the superintendent of the county. And he went as far as firing himself. The man sacked or terminated himself from the caucus, Sinoe Legislative Caucus. And that is why recently at the funeral services of Senator Mobutu NYenpan, when they called the Sinoe Legislative Caucus, this man went up. He went up, and then he realized that he's not part of the caucus. He walked on stage. The guy is just embarrassing himself everywhere. Senator Teahjay is an embarrassment to Sinoe County. And who brought the embarrassment to Sinoe? The people themselves. They brought total disgrace to us. This is a total ignominy to the people of Sinoe County. You elected a man whose record, whose history was crystal clear. It was conspicuous. You know the history of Milton Teahjay. But then you elected him. See the disgrace. Since Senator Teahjay got in the House, they call it the political B-52. He hasn't sponsored one single bill that passed both chambers of Congress in Liberia. No, he makes big mouth. He talks all day. Howard said that almost 9 years in office, almost. And you are now sponsor of bills that passed both chambers of Congress. But you calling people animal. What is animalistic about building a not nurses' quarter, but town hall? What is animalistic about that? Duncan built that, and the man is calling the man animal. Then he sponsored a bill to make rape billable in the country. That is animalistic. That is barbaric. That is uncivilized for this man. While the children are being raped in the country, and he sponsored a bill so that when people rape the children, so that they can go free, or they pay money to the court and they walk free. This is the bill you sponsor. So you are the animal in the country. You're calling somebody animal for building a structure in the county where the people can congregate. And people will be quiet and say, oh, don't talk to Teahjay, don't do this. Teahjay is an animal. It is an animal that will accept a position in child state of government. The man who murdered 250,000 innocent people. And then you accept a position to be the spokesman for him, and you are on BBC and talking, or defending the man that is in jail now for 50 years for killing people, amputating people in Sierra Leone. You were the spokesman for him. You are not an animal, but you call the other people animal. Sinoe County, 2023 is the time for you to do something. Unless you want to remain in the disgrace. If you want to maintain this man in office to continue to disgrace us, The man who left our caucus and tell the people of Sinoe County, the people that elected him, he said, is acrimonious and it amounts to nothing. Because Teahjay get power, he has power now, he can say anything to the people of Sinoe County. Yeah, so Duncan. This man, he did not only call Duncan animal, the man who was declared guilty for corruption. This is animalistic. That's what we call animal. You stole the people money, people are suffering in the country, and you stole the people, you abandoned 74 development projects in Sinoe County, you build prostitution center for yourself, you build private radio station, which we call in Sinoe County Radio Kigali, where you go and you cause chaos in the county. This is it. This man is breaking, he wants to, what him and Taylor did in the country is insufficient. So he built Radio Kigali to kill for the people of the tribe, to start a tribal war in Sinoe County. He goes on the radio in the midst of the Ebola epidemic or pandemic, if you want. This guy, instead of educating the people, wash your hands, as a matter of fact, I'm bringing some equipment in the county to help. Senator Teahjay got on his Radio Kigali, which he called Liberty Radio. No, that's tyrannical radio station. That is Confucian radio station. So he got on it and he started to attack the superintendent of the county, Mobutu Chea. He made these ridiculous allegations without a scintilla of evidence to back what he said. He said, Mobutu Chea, Prosper Brown left $100,000 United States dollars in Sinoe County account. And then Mobutu Chea ate the money without an evidence to back up what he's saying. This is the Confucianist in the county. He beats tribal drum 24/7 because that's the only way he survives. He calling people animal. You are the animal. You are the two-legged animal in Sinoe County. You don't care about anybody else. You take people from payroll. 46 people from his own town. Because those people were given jobs by other lawmakers. 46 people. He instructed the superintendent of the Taiwan region, her name, I just forgot her name. And they took 46 people that had jobs. They took them from Peru. That is animalistic. Sponsoring a bill to make rape available in the country where people are raping our children, and you sponsor a bill to make so people pay the rape children and they pay money to the court and they walk around free. That is animalistic. And you are an animal, Senator Teahjay. Yes, I said it. Yes. This man, ladies and gentlemen, he is calling people animal, but this is what he did. As a matter of fact, this is the town hall that was built by Crayton Duncan, the representative of Electoral District number 1, Sinoe County. He built the structure. Let me take my talking point out of the way there so that I can show you something here quickly. This is the structure. The people said they call the lawmaker Senator Teahjay, all he does is to build his own structures. It's all about himself. He didn't hear. He is the senator for the county. The people had to ask a district representative to build in his own area, Taiwan area. That's why the guy built the town hall. The people asked him, and he did so. Senator Teahjay, he's in the county right now. When he got there, he instructed his boys. You see the white area over there. He instructed his thugs, his gangsters, to vandalize the building. And that the next day, the mayor was supposed to dedicate the building, turn the building over to the people. Senator Teahjay, guy in the county, and said, why the man build matcha bags? Meanwhile, he building prostitution centers. He built a hotel for himself, for prostitution. And that's why he sponsored the bill, so that when people rape, when in his prostitution center, so they can walk around free. But this man is building town hall where the people will meet to discuss issues. But Senator Teahjay instructed his boy, and they broke it. And that's why you see the west part over there. The people, the mayor had to call, get some money to repair that thing so they can dedicate the building to the people, to turn it over to the people. So that's Milton Teahjay. He is going on radio and calling somebody animal. You got the rebels. You got rebel attitude because you were from a rebel on a tether. And so in a normal, so-called normal country, the democracy, the man will go on radio. The man cannot go in the county for every time Senator Teahjay goes to Sinoe County, we hear nothing else but confusion. Because that's what he enjoys. And that's why the people are resolved now in Sinoe County. 2023, the people have decided to replace him with the political Gandhi of Sinoe County. Yes. Milton Teahjay got to be replaced for Sinoe County to have peace. Imagine we have Senator Matthew Zarzar, 2023. And then we have Senator Augustine Chea, who the people are resolved to maintain. And we have in district number 2, the late Nambislo, his seat will put something where there. Something where will fill that gap. All right. And then in electoral district number 1, we maintain Crayton Duncan there. Major dedicated several buildings recently. The guy just building. That's what you're doing. We got to develop our county. That's what Crayton Duncan has been saying. But we got this anarchist in the county. We got this anarchist in the county. All he does is to fight for no reason. He brought Duncan to the people. And the young man is delivering to the people. Now he's jealous. He said, well, Duncan, you want to take my position? Duncan want to take my job from me? And so I, the owner of the county, Duncan want to take my, he crying. The other who got a tape here, he was crying. Duncan, I, the owner of the county, the man want to take my job from me. I brought you to the people, and now you want to take my job from me. And that's why he's angry, insulting the young man for doing nothing wrong, for developing. Why? He is, on the other hand, doing nothing. He's doing nothing to help our people. Confusion is not development. Insulting people is not development, Teahjay. You just continue to make yourself to look bad. You're already bad. People see you as a clown, except with your few stooges around you that you get crumbs and they praise you to call you B52, even though they can't qualify. It's B52 of corruption. I'm talking to the man right here. A man that will declare guilty in Sinoe County. You will declare guilty for corruption by the 13 or 14 Judicial Circuit Court of Riverside County. Okay? You will declare guilty. You were declared guilty. That's some of the corruption carried on in the county there. Let me see. I want to show you this document right here. That's some of the things. I'll read one of that to you right now. You see what the circle, the one on the circle over there? If you read that, that's the 74 projects that Milton Teahjay abandoned. And he calling people animal. He stole the people $50,000, Mr. Zarzar, put in jail for that. And he calling people animal. You are the animal. You're not going to sit down here for you to disgrace decent people. And you kill people in the country with you and Charles Taylor. Kill innocent people in that country. You get on BBC, you open your buka cavity. Or buka cavity, if you like. And you call people, you sit down, you instead of coming with ideas, how to develop the place. And you calling people animal. You are the real animal in Sinoe County. And people cannot wait to replace you. So that's the man. Against us, dumbass children. Yes, that's a strong language. They are dumb to go and take instruction from Teahjay to go and break down building. You think that war we're fighting in the country? And no, it's not Charles Taylor time here where Charles Teahjay and Charles Taylor, they will just do anything. No. Let's see here. Let's get to something else. That's Milton Teahjay for you. Horrible man. Very horrible man. All right, so let's get to the next thing here. The voice. This is your on the voice of Sinoe with Dark Side put it Esoteric. Let's see here. We're going to talk the next thing before I get to the reminder here. I'm not forgetting, but let's talk about Crayton Duncan first before we get to the next one. Crayton Duncan, like I just told you, a great guy. He's the representative electoral district number 1, Sinoe County. He's doing great. He has a lot of projects recently, about 10 projects in the county. He just dedicated to the people, turn over to the people. And that's what we want to see in Sinoe County. And not somebody going on the radio and cussing people out, calling people animal. And you are the epitome of animal. You are the real animal in the county. Yes. You want to see the animal? Yes, the wild animal here. Yeah, he's the one. That's the true animal in the county. It may you put tie on the animal and just speaking people that are all to it. You don't make no impact in the lives of the people you're talking about, calling people animal. Somebody who building schools, building structure all over the place to help the people. And you over there, you put envy and jealousy and everything about that. Sinoe County Trump here. Everything should be about him. That's a Trump for Sinoe County. The ego is all over the place. He has no regard for anybody. Once you disagree with Teahjay, he vexed, he angry, he knows book. You go on radio and start to curse you out. Yes. Duncan is decent guy. So Crayton Duncan, let me roll the tape quickly from Crayton Duncan. Look at some of the campaign activity here. Man is selling because they know. Imagine all the lawmakers in Sinoe County. Nobody, the local leaders as well, they're nobody's friend. When they say the other people the problem, the majority of the problem. The one man, he has no friends in the county, and people are blaming other people. We'll pull you outside in 2023. We're going to do that. Let's see, let's get Representative Duncan here quickly.
We are welcome to the box of the beginning of the victory.
All right, so that was the voice of Representative Crayton Duncan of electoral district number 1, Sinoe County, campaigning for the incumbent Senator Augustine Chea. The man just enumerated a couple of projects that the senator has undertaken so far on a 1 year or 1 year, one year and a half. You take him 6 projects in no time. So Representative Crayton Duncan is making the case why the people of Sinoe County should re-elect this man right here. As a matter of fact, it's unanimous in the county. All the leaders, they have gotten together to re-elect Senator Augustine Chea. And so the speech that you were just listening to from Crayton Duncan, he was marketing this man on the screen for you to the people of Sinoe County. He's not going to take your words. He's telling the people, this man, when I brought him to you 2018, I told you that you're going to be a decent addition. You'll be an awesome addition to our team. And what I told you, after 1 year and a half, I'm here to report to you or to bring the man back to you and highlight, or as a matter of fact, you just say you know the things the man has done. So Crayton Duncan told us in a speech, and I will show you some of the evidence, okay? Because Voice of Sinoe, we are evidentialists, so we give you the evidence. So the man said the senator bill 4 latrines in the county for the people to ease themselves. Very important. They don't have to go in the forest to ease themselves. And when it rains and the water washes everything away, and then you have disease outbreak and stuff like that. So he wants people to not go. So he built facilities for people public facility for the people to ease themselves. Senator Chea, according to the update the representative just gave us, the man built a brand new technical college in Sinoe County. That was the pledge he made to the people when he ran 2018. Now, like I told you, I'm an evidentialist, so I like to show you, if you're a regular follower of Voice of Sinoe by now, you should have seen those structures. But I will show them to you again. This is the bulletin, Sinoe Vocational Training Center. All right, Senator Augustine Chea built that. Now let me show you the buildings. These are the buildings. It's a whole compound. So if you listen to the lawmaker and said next year the Department of Education, they will certify the school and it will be operationalized, so our children will get technical skills. All right, that's why Senator Augustine Chea, something he did, for which we are saying the people to re-elect him. And not this corrupt man right here. No. That Teahjay number 2 in Sinoe County, Romeo Quia. He is Teahjay number 2. The 2 people that pillaged our county covers in the county, stole our money. I will share some of the documents with you shortly. But let's talk about Augustine Chea first. So that's the vocational school that the man built. He also, we're talking about Sinoe County radio station. The other time the lawmakers, they went there, they put some money together, and the senator, he said, no, I will foot the bill. The project calls, I will foot that. I will take care of it. And now the building is almost at the point of completion. We'll bring you the images next time. That's something that Senator Augustine Chea did. Sinoe County new station. Sinoe County. Your man Senator Teahjay doesn't contribute anything. He built his radio gigali to cause confusion in the county. But Senator Chea has been preaching the message of cohesiveness. And so that's why he has been committed to development, unity, And so Senator Chea is doing great. Radio station. He built a police station. The police got to get a place. So he is building a police station right now. A town hall in Namapo, where, in this man town, he abandoned the building. The people need a place to relax and share and discuss things. Their own son cannot complete a building in Namapo. So Augustine Chea said, you know what? I'm not going to follow that man by example. I'm going to help the people. After all, I'm the senator of the people. I represent the entire county. And so the people of Namapo, I'll complete what Mr. Romeo Queer cannot complete. That's the building right there. Beautiful building. That's what we're talking about. And when you listen to Crayton Duncan, he said, since the guy elected, no allocations to the Vera County, what they used to have legislative funds and stuff like that. They don't have that anymore because the government is under financial constraint. But the guys are using their own salary, their personal money to do something. They're not going to wait for people to allocate money into the county. So the guys say, you know what? We are patriotic people. This is what we call patriotism. You take your own resources to better the lives of your people. Those of us, the guys, those of us that are doing well, we got to do what we can do. So that's something that Senator Chea did. What can they're talking about administrative building, Kakebo and all of that he built. So the man is a great addition to Sinoe County. But man, I'm talking about Augustine Chea. And that's what we want. The lawmakers, they are now campaigning. This other man, Senator Teahjay, he playing tricks. Right now he's saying he's supporting the man, but you don't hear him talking about Augustine Chea. No. It's a facade. The man is not serious. He doesn't like everybody in the county but him. This man right here, the proper man in the county, in the whole country as a whole. And that's why we told Judge Weah the other day, we like the fact that Judge Weah has distanced himself from this man. Because before the man is so crooked. The man is a rascal. He started dressing the same way Judge Weah dresses. I said, look, the guy is a real crook. He dressing the man. You want to mimic as old as you are. You can't do your own thing. You want Judge Weah who like 50-year-old, you 70-year-old or more. You dressing like a man. Are you serious? So Milton Teahjay, he's the man, he's the outcast in the county. Self-made outcasts in Sinoe County. Yes. And so we can't wait for the people to democratically have him jettisoned from Congress 2023 because he created problems for the people. He rides on tribal sentiment. The same way, the same thing that rolled on when terror came and they used tribalism for the people of Liberia to kill each other. Innocent people, fathers, other people will say fratricide and philocide and everything, all the different fratricide and sister killing sister, brother killing brother, and son killing father, and filiocide, everything else. The guys, they divided people. The Giu against the Crown and the Madingo against the other group, the Sapo against that guy is so bad, wicked man. The man went Sinoe County, because of hatred, he ran this diabolical propaganda in Sinoe, where on a terror he said, and the Sapo group, they are trying to overthrow terror administration. And Milton Teahjay, because of this terror, went and raided the Sapo land. Arrested Mr. Harrison Jadia, who was the chairman for the Sapo at Polebo. The man is a terrible man in the county. Man had this malice against his father. Father John Charter the rebel and were running through the Sapo towns. And the people said, no, we can't sit down for the men to be killing people. The self-defense, the first law of survival is self-preservation. The people said, no, we can't allow Teahjay Fallah to come and John Charles Taylor and kill innocent people. And so these people, they defended themselves. And through the out of self-defense, unfortunately, a father was killed. He wasn't murdered. He was killed. Because when you come in to kill somebody, when you get killed, you die in that process, you were not murdered. You know, so the men were burning several towns, and the people said, no, we can't sit down for the men to do this. And so this is the malice, the animosity the men get. Well, your father killed other people. You yourself, you supported Taylor, and you killed 250,000 innocent people in the country. People are now crippled from the war. Some people, they're called in child Taylor, they are called now Zokos in the country. You are damaged the country, the population. And you are not tired. And all you do is get on your chaotic radio station and call people names in the county, in the country. But we'll see, 2023, whether you get money again to be funding your prostitution center. All right. And so we need Augustine Chea, the people of Sinoe County. My last bullet point before I get going here, let me leave Senator Teahjay, but we want to say the leaders are doing great. Crayton Duncan has been going all around your district. And now this brings me to the political Gandhi of Sinoe County, who landed in the county yesterday. And the whole county is I mean, in a good way, it's upside down. Because when the people lawmaker, when he got in the town, when he got in the county, everybody was elated. That's when it was Zarzar. People are happy to see the man. This is the man that exposed corruption in the county. And that's why right now, you know, the late Mona Pennon, she said, you know, when she was seen around, the rats were running around, you know, when she returned, the rats were hiding. So Mr. Zarzar is the radar for corrupt people. He detects the corrupt people and he exposes them to public glare. And so he exposed the likes of Teahjay and the local, those that were honoring him that were looting from the people. He exposed them. And that's why now people are careful in the county. When they try to play with the people, they say, no, Zarzar is still around. He is watching. Man, he's an ethical man. Fair man. He said resources. You know, while Teahjay is preaching politics, you know, he said public resources don't belong to tribe, they belong to the people. And so he is providing oversight, make sure that the resources are used for the intended purpose. And that's what Teahjay was exposed, and he was taken to court and declared guilty. So Mr. Zarzar arrived in county yesterday. And he was in studio today elucidating, making the case to the people why Senator Augustine Chea should be re-elected. All right. So let me get my talking point over there. Let me get that over there for you. And yeah, so that's Mr. Zarzar. So before we talk about Mr. Zarzar here, let's see here. Let me get something out here. Let me go a quick commercial break here, and we'll be right back.
Just a remix from Mobutu V, second reggae. Dedicating this song to LA Sonny Boy Noah. I want it all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with Doc Sayapura Esoteric. We are coming to you live from Prosper Park, Pennsylvania, the United States of America. Let me get my volume down here. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, again, welcome to the platform. If you're just joining us, welcome aboard. I will look at your comments in a jiffy. But let's see, let's wrap this up. Let me see some the last thing. So Honorable Matthew G. Zarzar reaffirms his support to Senator Augustine Chea. All right, so let's see here. I want to play a quick video here, but let me show you. I'll show you some of the images earlier when I was talking. When the political Gandhi landed in the county, these are some of the images here. All right, you see, the man is a human magnet. You know, when he gets around people, they love to be around him. You know, he loves people. You can be a leader and you don't love people. You can be like Teahjay. You are a leader, but you hate people. You're a leader, you are leading people. And so you have to be a magnet to people. And so when the guy in the county yesterday, it was, you see, right in front of his house. I mean, people are coming all over the place. They want to talk to him. That's how it's supposed to be. He's simple. He's not like Teahjay to put all the gold rings and all the big jewelry on. Like, serious? Man, it's very simple. When you listen to him, you say, you know what? I've had a lot of government officials of positions. All I want right now is for the best for the people. I don't looking for a job. I'm just here to advocate for the people. And that's what I want. So the man is when he goes in the county, everybody's happy. They want to see him. They want to talk to him. All right, so let's see when I can get a quick audio here from the lawmaker here when he got in studio yesterday. Let's get a quick audio here from him. And let me see, I got a quick audio here. I don't have the whole thing here, but actually, let's play the quick video audio here from him.
Abuse. The very first person that met me was Senator Milton Teahjay. At that time, he was superintendent in Clark's office on Wall Street. He said, "Big brother," how he used to call me. I think it's not fair to the people of Sinoe that two type of people will be senators. So since Duncan's time expired, and you want to take his position that in Mobutu's time, Mr. NYenpan's time has not expired, that means two type of people will be senators. So I think, for peace sake, let's live peacefully as we want to live in the county. When Senator Teahjay said this, he struck a point. And I said, well, let me take this to our people. As we progressed in the election, in the campaign, one of the two people talked to me. What I say? So many people say, well, it is not just right for two type of people to be senators of Sinoe County. So we want you to give Senator Duncan reprieve. We'll drive on the race. This extension representative, I don't know whether he knew about this. I didn't. After I put on resistance, I said, well, this is democracy. Let the bar decide. All saying that the people must live peacefully, I decided to withdraw from this race. But my question to them at that time was, what about 2014, when 2014 comes? And Mobutu is still there as senator. It is time for him to be re-elected. Is there, are you telling me that no cool man will go against him? He said, no. And some of the other people, what was it? A lot of other people, the group from the crew section said, no. Well, I said, well, time will tell. That's how I withdrew from that race. I wasn't deceptive. Who was deceptive then when 2014 came? When 2014 came, Senator Teahjay came to the race as a senator. I went to him, the distinguished gentleman, I said, well, this was what we agreed upon in 2011. Why is it that we are breaching this? He said, well, that's politics, I will free you up. I said, okay. He went into the race for his session, as he claimed, he preached his divisive politics. He won. So, I have never been deceptive, and I will not be deceptive. Let me say to for the inspector man that I'm here today to declare my total support to Councillor Chea to be the next senator for Sinoe County. And I'm appealing to our people to join me to support Councillor Chea in this race. The thing about it is, the party has its own candidates. Senator Chea is a senatorial candidate for CDC. And Mr. Alfonso.
All right, so I just wanted to play a little clip from the political Gandhi of Sinoe County. That's Representative Zarzar, representing electoral district number 3, Sinoe County. All right, so he was in studio today and explaining to people, and the answers he was just giving, where he was saying those were questions that people posted. So those were the questions he was responding to. So somebody will be like, oh, Zarzar talks about Teahjay and all of that. No. He was asked a question, and those are the comments from the callers. That's what he was responding to, for example. So the major line I took from that, he said, That's why I say Mr. Zarzar reaffirms his support. Okay, he said total support to Senator Chea. All right, he's not going there to issue partial support. It's total, holistic. All right, so two candidates that we need right now, and that's what all the local leaders and even the people themselves, they are now supporting Senator Chea. Again, this is the man that we want to remain in that position, and that's the man Mr. Zarzar is supporting. All right, and I'm not supporting because Mr. Zarzar is supporting. I'm supporting because of what he is doing. Yes. No, my friends will criticize me. Oh, anybody, Mr. Zarzar supports, that's the person you support. That is not the case. During the election 2017, Mr. Zarzar supported Bweka. I didn't support Bweka. I supported Dr. Fambule. So I can still disagree with Mr. Zarzar. All right. But I mean, it happens to be a lot of time they say great minds think alike, And so we are great minds. And so we think in the same direction. We look at Mr. Chea and he's a decent man. So why turn our back on the man and go to somebody else? How can somebody in the widest dream support Otero Kojo? Who does that? What does Kojo has a terrible host? He's a stooge. The man is a marionette. Basically, it's a puppet or Teahjay. So you want a puppet to be our lawmaker? You want to give the puppet. You want to take over the decent man, Mr. Samson Weah. So Mr. Zarzar is a wise man. He knows what is right for the people. And that's why when you listen to that interview, you say, Kojo is my own son, this guy. He was tutored. He was under the tutelage of Mr. Zarzar for several years. Mr. Zarzar sent him to school. He was the chief of office staff of Mr. Zarzar. But the guy is an ingrate. You know what an ingrate is? An ingrate is an ungrateful person. Mr. Zarzar nurtured the man literally, putting on his feet, sent him to school. He has 2 masters. And the goal of Mr. Zarzar is to empower the young people. But Kojo has 2 masters now. So he was not listening to the man no more. He was in the man's office and he's supporting Teahjay, who was on a GSC and LACC investigation at the time. The man declared to run for office. And the man was on a corruption indictment. And Kojo said, you know what? That the man will support. I can support the late Senator Mobutu V. I will support Teahjay. The man who abandoned 74 projects. Kojo knew all of that. So again, Otero Kojo is a stooge. It's a puppet. It's a marionette. Somebody else controls him. He doesn't have his own brain to make his own independent decisions. He was a fiscal superintendent in Sinoe County. And instead of working in the interests of the people, Kojo was taking command from corrupt Teahjay and say, you know what? Take children for academic scholarship. Take them for the scholarship. And Kojo was taking children for academic scholarship in Sinoe County. Kojo undermined Prosper Brown administration, taking instructions from Teahjay. And that is why when Kojo was fiscal superintendent in Sinoe County, no development went on. Because he is beholding. The man is obligated to a corrupt man, Teahjay, that is Lord and Savior. That the man, Teahjay, is the Alpha and Omega for Otero Kojo. So whatever, basically Teahjay has his brain. He has no brain of his own to think. And so right now, he's going around the country that Teahjay running campaign for him. When he makes a flyer, he puts CIJ on the other side. He running on Teahjay because he cannot run on his own image, because his image, he has damaged his own image in Sinoe County, the corrupt man. And so that is why the people of Sinoe County, they are going with district number To the late Numbers Law, may his soul rest in peace. Mr. Zarzar is supporting Samson Ware. Samson Ware is a great man. He's the only man that running that got platform in our whole district. None of them got platform. The man had a beautiful written document. And that's a cover page I'm showing you. Detailed. He explained to us what he gonna do. Kojo gonna give a flyer. You see. And so Mr. Zarzar said, let's support Samson Ware and Augustine Chea. Because these two people, when we have them, 2023, we remove the cancer. Teahjay is the cancer in Sinoe County. And he's trying to bring his disciple. During the prior election, the people were writing danger because he ran before against Augustine Chea. And he was suffocated by the people. They said, no, this man is a corrupt man. We don't need him. He said, let me take that writing so you can see what the people say about Kojo. They said, danger. Othello Nangbe is bad for Sinoe. Suffocate him at the ballot box. And that's exactly what the people did. They beat Kojo 2017 by election. Senator Chea beat him. And he wanted to run again against the lawmaker, Senator Chea, but unfortunately, Numbers Law passed away. So the man now switched. He said he's going to district number 2 to be the representative. And when he goes there, the people are going to farm. Because when the people's son died, Numbers Law, Othello Kojo was taking, again, he's a puppet of Teahjay. So he was taking instructions from Teahjay, don't go sympathize with the people. Don't go there. Because if you do that, I will not support your campaign. And Othello Kojo was listening to the man. So Othello did not issue a statement. Othello Kojo did not go there to sympathize with the people. He went there to run campaign. While the people were grieving, they were crying for their son. Othello Kojo went to run campaign. So the people say, you know what? We are going to find the Ghana man. He doesn't know what he's doing. We are not going to waste our time here. Okay. And so that's what the people are saying. Augustine Chea, Mr. Zarzar is saying, Augustine Chea is the right person because of the many projects, the community college, not community college, technical college that he built, completing a building in his opposition. The man doesn't care because he said all of men are corrupt men. So why would you waste our time on him? All right. So that's Othello Kojo again. Bafa Sinoe, Teahjay number 2. You see the people calling into Teahjay number 2. The guy is horrible. Yes. These are the things they said about in the prior election. And that's why the people deny him. All right. So Mr. Zarzar went there and spoke to the people today beautifully, preached as usual. He's a peaceful man. He's preaching unity in the county. We need to be together. I mean, he delineated or gave us the history of Senator Augustine Chea, some of the things that he did in the county. The same thing Crayton Duncan there echoed the good deeds of some of the projects the man had undertaken in the county. So while we turn our back on Augustine Chea and we want to go for, Othello Kojo, for example, or you vote for, let me show you some of the people that are running in the county so you can know some of them. Okay. So I show you this man already. He's running in district number 2, and that's Samson Ware. All right. This is Augustine Chea. He's the incumbent senator for Sinoe County. That each county has 2 senators. All right. He's the second senator. Senator Teahjay is the second one who is on political life support. Again, this is Senator Teahjay right here. These are our 2 senators for Sinoe County. This is Senator Teahjay, the chaotic man who is on political life support in Sinoe County. All right. That's just showing you some of the leaders, the guys that are running now. Let me show you them. Again, this is Othello Kojo. He's running against this man right here, and he doesn't have a chance. Samson Ware will beat Kojo. Yes, Kojo is not going to survive in that district. This man is not going to survive against Samson Ware. Again, this is another emancipator of the people of Sinoe County, Augustine Chea. Now, this is the female candidate that running against Augustine Chea. and that is Grace Carlin Briama. But again, Briama has decapitated herself already politically. She's an ally of Senator Teahjay. All right? And if you look on the flyer, if you are a follower of Voice of Sinoe, we explain this thing to you. You see, your association, your alignment, it tells us something. The people say, show me your friend, I will tell you who you are. All right? So the man has comments. He running on, not man, sorry, the lady, Madam Briama has comments. She running on comments image. She running on Joseph Barker image. She running on Brennan Ure image. I don't know the other lady's picture. The lady who she got over there. Those are the people images she running on. She can't run on her own image. So she going comments. Let me tell you a little bit about comments. You all know Cummins, they say he was the vice president or the president for Coca-Cola, Africa or West Africa. She running on Cummins' image. But Cummins, they not carry one Coca-Cola bottle to Sinoe County, to Liberia as a whole. But she running on Cummins' image. You serious? You running on Cummins' image in the county? The man who did not carry a Coca-Cola bottle to us, he did not carry a Fanta bottle to us, but the man he running on an image so he can be senator. That's a Briama is not serious. I want a female candidate in the county. I want the women to participate in the political effects of the county. But when you're coming, you have to come clean. You don't come bring people that damage. She brought Joseph Barker, the man who did not build his own village in Lofa. The man was flying when you're in power to go to his own village. He had to get on a helicopter to go there. But the man image running on Joey beat him in Sinoe County. The man who told her that he was packed in the garage for 12 years and getting paid. And the man image Madam Briama running on. Bernard Ure. You know that the man that used to buy guns for Charles Taylor. That the procurement man for Charles Taylor go buy AK-47 so they can shoot our children. They shoot our ladies. They rape our ladies. They can open the woman's belly so when a woman pregnant, they open your belly so they can know the sex of the baby. Instead of creating ultrasound like the white people do here, they use knives. And I better than you now buying the guns for the guys. That the people, the better than image she running on. So, Madam Briama has already demolished herself politically. Let's go to the next man. And this is Abraham Sakba Dennis. He also running in district number 2 against the Rudy Party candidate, Samson Weah. All right. Mr. Dennis does not have a chance. Okay. Let me show you something. You see how tricky these guys are. Let me show you something. Hopefully, I didn't take that image down. Something I wanted to show you about Mr. Dennis. Mr. Dennis is playing political tricks. He wants power. Yeah, unfortunately, I took that image down. Yeah, I got a lot of images, so and the stuff couldn't take it. All right. Yeah, but so Mr. Saba Dennis, you see, this is why he's going on. Saba Dennis, rural connectivity. And so the man was building, he built a bridge the other day. I was laughing. I said, look at the guy. These guys are a bunch of crooks. The man said he built a bridge. When it rains, that thing will go. Yeah, the reason you're doing it, so your car can go there. So in your wrong campaign. Prior to campaign, why you did not build a bridge? But now campaign time, you say, I'm a bridge builder. I said, the guys, what are the people you fool the people with? Mr. Sampson, who has established record already in the county. He was taking care of the county coordinator, the health facility, he's a health practitioner. He was taking care of all those things in the county. And the man saying building roads. Give me a second, guys. Let me see here. Yeah, so Mr. Dennis has no chance. All right. They gave her, we say one platform, we asked the guy for platform. The only person that produced a platform is Mr. Samson Weah. Mr. Dennis is giving you a flyer. Road connectivity. He's the public works minister now. You'll be building roads for us. You know, why are you telling us? Good health care. They made a health minister as well. The guys are funny. Quality education. He's not providing it right now, but when he becomes a lawmaker, before he can provide quality education. And so the guys are jokes. Samson Weah is the man for that district. Let me show you another person that's running against Samson Weah. It is a young man right here. And that's Samson. Frederick Call Jr. is also running against Samson, but at the end of the day, he'll be relegated. I mean, he seems to be loved a little bit by a few people over there, or a handful of people they carrying around and singing for him. But he's forgetting to know that the people, they can say Messiah, Messiah, then they say crucify him. And so that what the people doing to him now, he doesn't know that the people out there are not ready for him. They're not ready for Amanda people. Amanda way to hold the people hungry in the place. No, we don't need Amanda people. We need people, serious minded people. Mr. Frederick Call too has no platform. He has flyer to carrying it around instead of platform. All right. So he's running in district number 3, not district number 2. Sorry, he's running district number 2 now. Let me get to the other man that running against Augustine Chea. Okay. Again, this is the winning candidate here. That's the front runner, and the major contender to him is this man right here. All right, Mr. Quia, the man that running, that's the 5th time running, and it being 4 times. He's still running. You can't radio. Hey, I ran, I can't second. I ran again, I can't tell. I ran again, I can't second. I ran again, I can't tell. So this man funny. The people can only have war with second and third place. They can't make it first. And there are several reasons why the people don't want him. You know what? Yeah, it's one of the reasons. Right here. That's one of the reasons why. The man that gave him money to build schools and the roads in the county. The man abandoned the road along with his boss man. His boss man right here, Teahjay. The guys abandoned the roads. And that's why the road they left for us. And that's why he can't drive. He had to sit down behind another man's butt. Yes. He had to wear, you see, when you see a shoe over there, he wrapped his shoe so his shoe can't get dirty. He left it. He was a development superintendent of Sinoe County. And after that, he became superintendent for Sinoe County. And the man did nothing. He abandoned the roads. Him and his man Teahjay, they were bluffing. They buy gold rings. And that's all they offer. Now he ride on motorbike. And that's one of the reasons why the people don't want him. They want this man right here. They want Augustine Chea. All right. Now, let me show you another reason why the people don't want, they are rejecting Thomas Romeo Quia. One reason over there. The man abandoned the road and just sitting there behind another man. All right. So at this point, let me make this as a reminder, my last talking point here. Let me put that there. That was my last talking point. So it's the reminder. Let's get to my point here. Where are you? I want to remind the people. All right. So we are doing reminder right now. A reminder to my fellow Sinoeans as December 8th fast approaches. All right. So I'm reminding you, Mr. Romeo Quia is not your choice because of what he did in Sinoe. And that's number one reason over there. All right. That's number one. I just want to take that thing out of the so I can show you these images. So you can see Mr. Quia's record in Sinoe County. All right. Where are the images? A lot of them. All right. This is him right here. And that's why he's afraid to drive his own car. If he go flipped over. And so now because of the bar rules, him and Bossman Teahjay left for the people. All right. Yeah, some of the rules, the highway they left, that a paved road Teahjay and built in Sinoe County. Now one of them. You get on the road a whole month, rainy season, you stuck. And they bought, I showed you the other day. Yes, if you look on the machine, there's a Sinoe County that the machine, the ratchet machine they bought the machine cheap, and they put the money, the rest of the money in their pocket, and so they left the rules. Let me give you another shot of the machine. Sinoe, you see it? That Sinoe machine over there for you. The guys bought the thing. They are not up. They are not working. They're packed right now. And the trees are growing on them. Yes. It's all about them. They won't put money in their pockets. Now that's why his vehicle flipped over here. And now he is forced to get on a motorbike. Be sitting behind another man. And that's the man that wants to be your senator. He cannot build your roads. Yeah, you're on motorbike. A car flipped over, so you know what I'll ride motorbike. That will do. That will go for me. Because I don't want to get in the crash. The people can get in the crash. I don't care for these people. Mr. Romeo Quia. So let me show you more images here. Why you shouldn't vote for him. I'll show you the other day. Here's another image. Why the people, the eligible voters are coming to greet Senator Augustine Chea. Children are coming to him to greet him. People that are not eligible to vote. Yes. Because the people, when the guy in the town, they have to go. They said, why should we greet the man? So they were going to farm out. The same thing they did to Kojo. The people went on the farm, and that's the children left in the town. And he's talking to them. And he made those children poor. He ate their money. He wants to wear gold rings. And partner the people, children. And now he's talking to them. And talk to your father, talk to your mom, so they can vote for me. So he can lead the rules. So there's a hard way there for him. That Romeo Quia, development superintendent, that the rules they left for Sinoe County. I'll show you these things. Let me see. Let me show you something else again for Mr. Romeo Quia. I'm reminding you why, if you vote for that man, you finish. During the last election, the people said corrupt man number 2 because they were indicted. The reports are here. They were indicted. And his boss man was declared guilty. All right? The boss man, Teahjay, were declared guilty. Let me show you some of the documents here. All right? That's one of the documents over there. That if you look at that red box over there, that the names of the people with Romeo Quia is one of them. All right? I'm showing you these documents. There's another one there. Maybe let me get to my copy here so I can read some of these things to you. The guys are horrible. And that's the man that wants to be a senator in Sinoe County. If you vote for Romeo, forget it. The man's selling his horses right now so he can be able to run. Imagine that. The man's selling his houses all over the place because he broke. The looter from the people, he bought fancy cars and fancy rings. He broke now. Let me show you something. Did I delete my document from my phone here? I want to read something to you here. Some of the bad things Mr. Romeo Quia and Teahjay the day in that place, and they're going around and campaigning. They wanted people to vote for them. There's nothing wrong with our people. They will teach that man that the 5th lesson is with him, Mr. Romeo Quia. They will beat him for the 5th time. Yeah, I think I deleted that document from my phone. Yeah, but I'll just trying to show you some of the images here. That's one over there. They're too small for my end here. All right. The huge amount of money the guy stole over there. Yes, that's another one. That's another one over there. I'm just showing you some of these pieces of evidence so you can see them. Yeah, that's if you look at the balance, they're tiny, that's all. But that's the county when he was superintendent, Mr. Romeo Quia, when he left. They left our account balance negative $27,000 United States dollars. That's the statement from the LECC, from the bank account. The document they put it, the GSC put it in the report. It's right in the report. When they audited him, when he was a superintendent. That's the other one. If you look at the one of the circle over there, if you read it, if you can read it from your end, but that's 74 projects. The people approved the money, the $4 million were given to them. The 74 project, Romeo Quia and Teahjay, they undertook 12 projects out of 84 or out of 74, and the people gave them the money, the catch. All right, it was Honor Ellen Johnson said the money was flowing in the county because the lawmakers were lobbying for money to go, development money to go to the county. Teahjay and Romeo, the 74 projects, the money was made available. The people, the council team, they met and they deliberated, and they said we want to take 74 projects. The earmarked all the project, they give them the money. The guy tackled 12 projects. Out of the 12 projects, they abandoned 6. Out of the 6, they only completed 3. What did they do with the $4 million? You are Romeo Quia. So when you vote for him, that means you agreed, you are supporting his bad behavior, eating your money. That's why Romeo Quia and you running. In his town, he abandoned this. Augustine Chea completed that in his own place where he came from. All right. So I'm just showing these pieces. That's when you're a superintendent, that the audit report, the people responsible, Romeo Quia, Teahjay, and other people, they name them. Their names on our document I'm showing you over there. So the Romeo Quia. So I am reminding you. Let me show you some of the images so I can repeat myself. Yeah, that the highway there. I'm showing you some of the highway that Romeo Quia then left for us. Yeah. The while Romeo running on this one right here. Yes, that's why he's running on. The bar road, the bar rules the left for us inside, you know. That's why Romeo running on. Yes, vote for that. But I know the people of Sinoe County, just a reminder to you, you have a couple of days ago. Today is the 3rd, right? So a few days from now, on the 8th will be election. And the ball will be in your court. You have the right to do the right thing for yourself, or you maintain the status quo. Because Romeo Quia told you already, when he wasn't a lawmaker, he took certain actions that were against you. I'm talking about this man right here. Let me show you an image. I like to show the picture to you so you can know who I'm talking about. I don't like abstract talking. So this man right here, when he became superintendent, like I told you, they abandoned our rules, they abandoned the board machines that don't work. They put the money in your pocket. They build personal houses. A boss man built prostitution center. A boss man, Teahjay, okay, Teahjay is the boss man for him. He built radio station for himself. I think he's building a second radio station now in Sinoe. The people money in the store, okay, and that's what they do. All right. So Romeo is telling you, oh, give him a bar record. The other day you were on radio and telling the people, when I became superintendent, that's the first time in the history of Sinoe County we build youth center, we build superintendent quarter, and all those things you are naming. So basically, when he was telling you, when he said first time in the history, right? That means it hasn't happened before. So on him and Teahjay, they were just eating the people money. They never did anything. When he became superintendent, that's when they built superintendent quarter. That him did it. So he admitted that they did nothing. The 74 projects, they ate the money. Because when you say first time in the history for this thing to be built, that means when you were development superintendent on a Teahjay, you guys did nothing. You were just stealing. All right? And that's why that's a man of running. He wants to be a lawmaker. So I am telling you, don't make that mistake. Mr. Romeo Quia is not the best person for you. He's horrible. Now, there's something I wanted to comment on when Mr. Zarzar was talking. He said something, the people said, Teahjay told him, or other people told him, two Sapo people cannot be lawmakers. And I was thinking to myself, why? Are they not Liberians? Are they not Sinoeans? Why? Why two Sapo people can be senators or lawmakers? Why they can be, you can have two Sapo senators? Why is it wrong to have two Crew senators? Why is it wrong to have two American Liberian senators? Why is it wrong to have two Jidipo senators? And nothing wrong with that. They are Liberians. The only thing that would be wrong with it, if you are in power and you are not seeking everybody's interests, then it becomes a problem for me. But being a Crew man doesn't mean two Crew people can be senators. It doesn't mean two Sapo people can be senators. So once we know your record and you are in the interest of the people, nothing wrong with it. I don't see nothing wrong with that. So maybe in the future, nobody will bring that rhetoric. We can't. It's nonsensical. The only time it'll be a problem is you're not doing what you're supposed to do for the people. Your tribe is not the problem. It's the person in that position. Your actions, what you do is the problem. So let's say we have two Sapo guys, and they are developing the county. They are giving scholarship to all the citizens in the county. They are making good laws to protect our women and children. Should we say because they are Sapo people, so they shouldn't be lawmen? No. The Constitution doesn't say two Sapo people can be senator, or two people can be senator, or two American Liberians can be. No, it didn't say that. They are Liberians. They are Sinoeans. They meet the qualification established or set in the Constitution. You see, so I mean, these tribal stuff, when people Teahjay and they pull these things around and say, "Oh, I fooled the people." Yeah, you're very good at deception. The lawmaker is saying you fool the people. You fool Mr. Zarzar and others to pull out of the race. You know, but you know the boys say first fool are fool, right? Try the second fool. So 20, he played the trick and he won. He ran on tribal sentiment, and the people now they are sick of tribalism. Because tribalism, people been running on that, they've been using tribal sentiment only to enrich themselves. People that Teahjay, who will tell people, take the people from scholarship because they are supporting the different candidate. Don't give the people. You go on radio and say, you know what? The county development funds are not meant for scholarship. They are meant for me to build my prostitution center. They are meant for me to build my radioactive gigali. The money should be used for me to get convoy of vehicles. And while driving, I splash dirty water on the children. I look at children, they carrying donut boxes on their head. That's what the money for. It's not for children to get education. Not for us to complete 74 projects. No. So that they like Teahjay. And Teahjay is in the same box with Romeo Chea. They are the same people. Romeo Chea, Teahjay sponsored this ridiculous bill and say, you know what? Teahjay is right to take the single people land. And Romeo wrote 10-page document defending Teahjay. Yeah, he is right to take the document or to take the people land. Zarzar and what you call Romeo Chea, not Romeo, but the late senator, they didn't do anything about it. And so, yes, Teahjay should take the land. His own people. So imagine the man is not in power. He tells you, so you must take your land. When he gets in power, what do you think will happen to you? He demonstrated it before when you're in power. You say, you know, I don't care. Even the people from Nomapo, he can complete a common basic administrative building with $4 million given to them. I'm talking about United States dollars. Not Liberian $4 million. Romeo Chea, they couldn't do that. They couldn't build our roads. They couldn't go give scholarship to our children. They put the money in. Boss man will be on radio. Scholarship, the county development funds are not meant for scholarship. And Romeo Chea is quiet. He can't debunk that man. He said that's nonsense you're talking. We got two sets of developments. Okay, infrastructure development, human capacity development, or in building, and giving student scholarship is human capacity building. So he cannot go on radio and say that nonsense. Romeo Chea was happy. They put the money in build houses for himself. Now he's selling the horses. No one lawmaker in the county supporting him. He told us, he himself, nobody endorsed the campaign. He was on running on Liberty Party ticket. Next thing, he got out. I'm going independent. I don't want nobody support. They're so arrogant. Yes, the arrogance is killing Teahjay and Romeo. And that accidental and tribalistic election that Teahjay won, it will not be repeated 2023. And so in reminding you what this guy did to you, their children are going, their children are even in the country. And your children are in the country. And Romeo will say, you know, we the elite, the last election you're on radio, we the elite of the county. So they're elitists, like Teahjay and Romeo, they are elites. They don't care for you. They care for themselves and their family, their relatives. That's all the elites. They don't care for the poor people. So Romeo Chea will wear fancy suits. That's all he good for. He wear fancy suit. That's it. He doesn't care to build roads. And then when he finish wearing the fancy suit, he get on motorbike. Yes. And that's what he does. And he's telling the people, I'm the best. I'm like, okay, yes, I agree with you. You are the best when it comes to corruption. You are number 2 in the county, and that's to Teahjay. Yes. He abandoned a road. He can't build a bridge. So he got to pull that thing on the floater, a motorbike, and he ties plastic bags around his fancy shoes so they can't get wet. That's how I told you that my prior broadcast, town trap is not for right alone. When in the town, any animal, you don't see you don't even be able, the town trap will catch you. And it caught Romeo now in wearing. So that's it. The horrible guys. And so we are reminding you, you listened to us before. And I respect the people. I know the people of Sinoe County, they're wise people. Very wise. And so they will listen to us again. We told them 2017, the political Gandhi was the right person for you, and they listened to us. And they beat the political neophytes that Teahjay sponsored. They beat all of them. Then we talk to the people again. We say, you know what? Augustine Chea is the best person. And then the people listen. See, and so we want you. Mr. Zarzar ran 2012, 2017. The people, they re-elected him because he was doing the right thing for the people. And so we want the right people in power. And not Romeo Quia. And not Frederick Cole. And not Saba Dennis. All right? For Sinoe County to have a decent and the right representation in Sinoe County, you need Augustine Chea and Samson Weah. All right? Again, this is Frederick Cole. This is not your choice. All right? The agenda for him is Amanda. We don't want Amanda or Amanda. I think it's Amanda. All right? Swahili Amanda. All right? It's not Amanda. It's Amanda. That's why the guys, they're chanting, no platform. All right? We don't want that guy. We don't want this other guy right here. All right? He building fake bridge right now in the county. He said he bridge builder. He didn't build it until election time. He said he built. They're doing so-called quick impact project. Not quick. They want something durable, something lasting, not quick something. They want, long-term projects and not quick impact. All right? And so we don't want that guy. We want this guy for district number 2, Samson Weah. This is the incumbent for district number 3, Sinoe County. We'll maintain him. You're going to add him to him to support him. We'll maintain Augustine Chea. Okay? And these are the people. No to Otero Kojo, the Ghana man who has been forcing himself in a Liberian election. No, we don't need this guy. We don't need this lady because of her alarm and the people she aligns herself with. Those are the people that destroy our country. Cummings did not participate, but he didn't carry Coca-Cola bottle to us for us to drink. No. All right. We don't need Madame Briama. Okay. This is Mr. I understand Mr. Macaulay is running. He was beaten by a Nangwe Slaw. And the people they talking already to replace you. So I don't know why he's wasting your time. This is Samson Weah again. Him and his wife. That's one of the things that I like about him. He's married everywhere he go on the campaign trail. He takes his wife with him. That's very, very good. You got to set an example as a leader, and that's something I like about Samson Weah. All right, some of those leaders, you don't even see their wives. You don't see their girlfriend, whatever, concubine, whatever. They do that so they can get and love to the little children all over the place. And Samson Weah is saying, no. Our Senator Teahjay, have you seen his wife? No. The man, he doesn't, as old as you are, you're a senator. And that's what Labro, it has the moral decadence in the country. You're a lawmaker, you don't have wife. You got little children, you're teaching them. And then you sponsor bill to make rape bailable. When people rape you, those of you that are doing well, that you can afford to pay the court. The little man, when he rapes, he can't afford. So he going to jail. When Teahjay rapes, he pay the court, he pays some money to the court, and he walks around free. And the victim is grieving. That's the kind of bad man we get inside the county. District number 1, we met Team Crayton Duncan. See, and Sinoe County will start to get in shape. 2023, we'll make the last correction and we are good to go. And so the people of Sinoe County are calling on you to vote Augustine Chea and Samson Ware for better Sinoe. I'm calling on you to do that. Few days from now, December 8th will be, everything will be on your shoulders. It will be on you. Don't vote based on tribe. Don't vote on township or quarter or region. Look at what somebody is doing for you. Tribe does not put food on your table. Tribe does not send your children to school. Tribe does not send your child to hospital. Tribe does not build roads for you. Tribe does not build libraries for your children. No, it's not tribe. They like Teahjay, the youth tribalism, or at least negative tribalism, to enrich themselves, to get to power, so that he can get on radio and say, corruption part, I get it. The man, he got all the audience all over the place. Corruption part, I get it. Yes. And he's the one you're on radio and calling people animal. Yeah, so it's unfortunate for Sinoe County, but we'll make that correction. Let me look at your comments. And again, if you want to come, the numbers are there at the bottom of this page there. Let me look at some of your comments here, and then we'll call it a night. All right, so Evangelist James Carlos said, and Dr. here put Esoteric, are you telling us that all the CDC candidates have no flaws? No, that's what I'm saying, sir. That's why I bashed Thomas Fallah. I think he's a terrible candidate based on what he told us during the debate himself. All right. He said he built $1 million project for himself. The university, 1 million, I don't know what 1 million is, just $1 million project. All right. He didn't tell me where he got the $1 million from. He said he got a high school. He didn't tell the cost of the high school, but he didn't tell me where he got the money from. He said he got a clinic, which is not a bad thing to build clinic, but you have to tell me how much it costs and where you got the money from. Okay, it's Thomas Fallah. And so that's, I'm not saying all the CDC candidates are right for the country. No, at least for Sinoe County, I can give CDC kudos. I think the 2 guys that is selected for Sinoe County, they are good for Sinoe. All right, and right now, you know, again, the law of self or law of survival. Okay, the first law of survival is self-preservation, and so I'm fighting for Sinoe County. When Sinoe County is doing good, by the logic of synecdoche, the part is a part. The part is part of the whole is part of the part, and so by the logic of synecdoche, if Sinoe County does well, Liberia will be making some progress. And so I am starting from my county of origin. Yes. So I'm not saying all the CDC candidates are best. No. Even if you go to Grand Ambassador, the former Minister of Foreign Affairs, I don't think he's the best person. All right. All right. So I can go on and on. I'm not, say, what's the name? So let me look at the comments here, and then we'll call it a night. Reject Romeo for the 5th time. He is not good for Sinoe. Milton, you are right. He's a terrible guy. Yes. You know, somebody said the guys are they're tribalists, negative tribalists. Let's see here. Milton said, I talked Kojo Kim from Ghana. Yeah, the man's a Ghana man. But the people, Teahjay is forcing the man. He thinks our people are listening to him. He wants to put Kojo there. Ghana man coming to our place. He's not doing the right thing. At least when you are doing the right thing and say, you know what, maybe I can have pity on him. But the kind of man came and listen to the corrupt man, the man are declared guilty for corruption. The man ask you to take children for scholarship. How can you take brilliant student like Maurice Sacco? You take the man for scholarship. Brilliant student like Columbus. Brilliant student like Marcus Sarr. Those young, bright Sinoeans. Then Kojo, through imbecility, through buffoonery, through clownism, he taking command from Teahjay and taking children for academic scholarship. And then you turn it around and say, I want to be a representative. The man I even get a chicken hot to sleeping in the county. He took all his money and built some houses in Takoradi, in Ghana, and built one makeshift building in Maserati County. And he wants to go become lawmaker in Sinoe County. You think people have mental problems? No. People are very smart people. They will give you the opportunity, but when you abuse the opportunity, then they will teach you a lesson. And that's what will teach you guys a lesson. Yeah, the other man saying forestry scientist, forest scientist or wood scientist, Mr. Romeo Kuya. Well, you know nothing about wood. Richard said, he said, where is that where? Okay, where was a world best, but he didn't build a stadium in Liberia, but Chea is using his CDC to run. What a controversial contradiction, Esoteric. Where was a world best, but he didn't build a stadium in Liberia, but Chea is using his CDC to run. Well, why it is true that Chea is running on CDC ticket, it is not the bastion, it is not the major reason for which he will be elected. Chea is running on CDC ticket, but he is running on his record. His record is what the people are looking at right now. For less than 2 years, and the man built a technical college, vocational school, all right? He built four latrines in the county, more than once. He built building a new studio, Sound Voice of Sinoe, while Senator Teahjay is building Radio Kigali to cause confusion. The Sinoe, they say, he has a Chea radio station, Sinoe. The man is thinking Sinoe, and Teahjay is thinking himself. All right? So you can see the radical philosophical distinction between the two guys. Sinoe radio station versus Radio Kigali, Teahjay Confucianist radio station. Two different things. So Chea is seeking the interest because Teahjay's radio station is only there to preach his propaganda. But the voice of Sinoe is where all the citizens of Sinoe are given the opportunity. If you want to go to Voice Radio Kigali to send a message out, Teahjay will not allow you, especially when you are his opposition. When you are, for example, Crayton Duncan, he will not allow you to go there and speak. No. He will not allow Mr. Zarzar to go there. Chea will not even go there. The superintendent will not give him audience. No. So we need a platform where our disparate view, our different views will be expressed. Whether you like what your friends say or not, but the man is a dictator. He's an autocrat or tyrant. That's why he worked with a boss man who was a tyrant. I'm talking about Taylor. And they bullied, they hacked out, they murdered, they maimed, they decapitated, they dismembered pregnant women in the country. And that's the same mentality he has. It's all about chaos, confusion. All right? So Augustine Chea is running on his record what he has done for less than 2 years in office, and not just CDC. All right? Let's see what he got here again. Duncan and Chea are well traveled for the prospects or for the projects they gave our people. What is that? Duncan and Teahjay or Chea, Duncan and Chea are well traveled for the projects they gave our people. They should be kicked out and not re-elected at all. Technical college, are you kidding me? And town hall, no wonder why our people are left behind and left in the dungeon. All right, so Richard, where give me the contribution of your candidate? I know you are a Teahjayist. You are one of the guys who is staunch proponent of Senator Teahjay. Do you want Senator Teahjay Radio Gigati? Is that better? Saint Technical College is not the best thing for the people. Do you need a prostitution facility that Teahjay built for himself? Is that what you want? Is that the bill he sponsored to make rape billable in the country? That is to say, when people rape children, especially the upper class, they can go pay some money to the court and they walk around free. Is that the man you want? So what is the contribution of the people that you are supporting? Give us something. You cannot relegate, you cannot denigrate, you cannot, put the other people, berate other people effort, but then your candidates, they bring nothing to the table. Bring something to us. Words are not enough. Criticism are not enough. We need something compelling for you. As it is right now, rather, the children that Teahjay and Charles Taylor, they deprived opportunity to get formal education. I rather will have a facility for those children to get skills. All right? And you say a technical college is nothing. You are joking, my friend. And start the joke. People are serious. They are suffering. So you say here, if public resources don't belong to tribe, but to the people, according to Zarzar, why will Zarzar play tribal politics? The Teahjay is taking Sapo land. There is no Sapo land, but one Sinoe. Conquer and divide politics and highly tribal from Zarzar et al. All right. Let me put that thing apart. If public resources don't belong to tribe, but to the people, according to Zarzar, why would Zarzar play tribal politics? That Teahjay is taking Sapo land. Okay. I think you are missing it up here, Dano. Zarzar is not playing tribal politics. You see, the lawmaker, one of the functions of the lawmaker is to represent the people. All right, you are seeking the interests of the people. So anything that has the propensity to create chaos, your job as a lawmaker is to do something about it to avert that conflict. And so, why it is true that Sinoe belongs to everybody, equally so, we cannot negate the ancestry, our progenitor, they created what we call our forefathers, if possible mothers, right? Not if possible mothers. There are certain things that your parents bequeathed to you, Daniel. Daniel's parents they left certain things with him. They call it inheritance or stuff like that. So some of those lands, they were bequeathed to the various tribal groups in the county. All right. So if like somebody taking Daniel's parents' land and giving to Dark Side for the Esoteric, Daniel going to protest. It would not be justice to him. And so the land that Teahjay was trying to use a legislative tyranny to take from the people, it's not for Teahjay. It's not Teahjay's parents' land. No. It's not Teahjay's uncle's land. No. It's not his children's land. It's for other people, children's land, that what Teahjay wants to take because he's a lawmaker. And Romeo is backing that. And you are saying, other land, there's not. The land, you see, if it is a park, right? If the park, then it belongs to the public, all right? The public parks. That's why they get those. So, but if you have a private land, you say it belongs to everybody. No. then you're linguistically committing a felony. That's linguistical felony you're committing. It's a crime to use language like that and say a private land belongs to all the people of Sinoe County. No, that's the wrong application of the language. Yeah, I know you know the language better. All right, so Donna, the land that you're talking about has owners, okay, and you cannot the land grabber Teahjay cannot take the land. You defend him. I mean, Daniel, how is it that you are denigrating somebody who built technical college and you are supporting somebody who are declared guilty for corruption? Somebody who sponsor a bill, if you say you are supporting women's right, and somebody is supporting a bill when the women are raped, then the rapee or whatever, the rapists, they pay money and they walk around free, and the woman is imping, no justice for her. And that's the man you're supporting? Then you're trying to follow the moral basis of your thought. What is the moral ground that what is the moral anchor that you're building your argument on? You have no basis, comrade. It's sad. We are in the West. We see how the people are helping their people. And you're saying, you know what? Or rapists? Yes, the man sponsor a bill for people to rape. So the man is the best man. You can't tell Lord Zarzar down here, man. So Zarzar is not preaching tribal politics. He is doing what a lawmaker is supposed to do. Advocate for all the people. So he's advocating that the people's land should not be taken. The same thing, if Teahjay land is been taken from him by other people, Zarzar going to come in and say, no, that land belongs to Teahjay. Or Teahjay, whatever his people. What the Teahjay want, a land, a county, a district that he created, it was Charles Taylor time. The only time Teahjay can get something accomplished when chaos is around. So during Taylor time, where the country was isolated and Taylor wanted to go to Banga for inauguration, that's when Teahjay said, you know what, since I'm the spokesman for Charles Taylor, I will use my power and create Teahjay 1 statutory district. That's the only time you can get something done. In normal times, that is why he hasn't sponsored one bill that has passed both chambers of Congress in Liberia, or Parliament, or the legislature in Liberia. No. Because he brings nothing normal. In normal times where people are thinking, nothing he brings to the table. How is it that you almost 9 years, you go almost 6 years, and you are not sponsoring one or co-sponsor one bill that went through the other, that makes sense to your colleagues? They just do, the man does crocodile, crocodile. That's why he does crook stuff, Even the rape bill that they passed, a lot of those guys didn't go, and he managed 8 guys. They voted for it, and that's how they passed the Senate. And then the horses, the House of Representatives, this is a stupid bill. We can't pass this. Our children cannot be raped in the country, Mr. Zarzar and others. You say, you know what, this is a dumb bill. A bill that is advocating for men to rape our women, and then they pay money and walk around. No, we can't do that. And that's how Teahjay bill was killed. The same thing, the land grabbing bill that he sponsored. The people did not listen to him because he's not making sense. Got to make sense to the people, to your colleagues. Duncan built a town hall so people can listen to him. Teahjay built hotel that creates local employment. But you call this prostitution center? What are we missing here? This is what you are missing, sir. The town hall is for everybody. It's not personal effect. It's not somebody's private property. Teahjay took our county development money, the $4 million he shared with Romeo. They abandoned libraries, they abandoned clinics, they abandoned road construction and stuff like that. They abandoned electrifying the biggest city in Sinoe, which is Greenville. And then the man used the money to build a prostitution center. He said, employing people. What kind of job a prostitution place can create? What kind of job can create in Sinoe County? How many persons? How much Teahjay pays to people? How many persons? Tell me. And who would be happy to go work in that prostitution facility where the people bring out little children and they give them what they call cash violence? You're a lawmaker. It's a crime here in the country. You do that, you go to jail. Quick pro quo. Oh, sir, I want you to pay my school fee. And so I will law for you first. And so that's a psychological torture. That's what guys are doing to the children. And you're building a prostitution edifice. And Daniel is supporting that. You serious, Daniel? You're a young man with bright prospect in the county. You are ruining yourself, the position you are taking. You're supporting somebody taking your county development fund and building private motel for himself or prostitution center, and you say, oh, it's creating employment. And so why you can't praise Thomas Fallah then? Thomas Fallah used the money and bill and say he gave people scholarship in his own school. So then praise Thomas Fallah too. But he's a double standard guy here. So Donald, man, bring something that will make me think a little bit more. These are they're not compelling, comrade. I think you can do better than this. I want to read your comment. I see new comments coming here. I'll read them later. So the man said here, there is still an internal power struggle between Duncan and Zarzar. In all fairness, the hate position against Teahjay in Sinoe is real. There is no hate position when everybody agreed. All the leaders, they on one side, you say that hate position. So everybody in Sinoe hates Teahjay. That's what he's saying. The man behavior is just bad. And that's what, I don't want to make that comparison about. Teahjay's own behavior is the problem, nobody else. So you can't blame anybody. So you seriously say, the last time I checked, I don't know whether the census is right. Sinoe has the 2008 census, I think, is 100 and something thousand people in Sinoe County. Of those people, just few people. Teahjay, at least those that you can make puppets. Those are the people, they are friends. I always say that the local leadership, you are not one, you don't have no friend there. You're pursuing Sonny Boy Noah to take him from the port because he's not a Tajo one man. He's a Sapo man. So it's the bad guy. The man doesn't make sense. The man who said Prosper Brown should not be superintendent because he's not a Jidepo man. And then you turn around and get Kojo the job that you're advocating for Jidepo people. But then you turn around now and carrying Kojo to be the representative for the Jidepo people that he denied. You see, so the guy he's a bundle of contradictions. Yeah, so the man will do something here, and then the next day he'll forget. So the man is grappling with amnesia. All right, so let's see. Let me see some of the comments that are coming here down. So Donna, I read your comments here. Let's see. I got this, some of the comments. Kojola Ghana man, I don't want no Ghana man. No neo-colonialism in Liberia anymore. We're not going to allow that. Let's see. Slavi Sine said the current political marriage with Naho comes 2023 because I sense high level of deceptions. Well, unless you can put that in context for us, what the deceptions you're talking about, where is it coming from? From Duncan, from Zarzar, from Chea, from Teahjay? So we need some level of specificity, sir. So when you see deceptions, okay, where are the deceptions? Who are deceiving who here? You see the current political marriage between with Naho come 2023 because, okay. So you need further emphasis, sir, and before we can expand on what you say. But until you clarify the deception you're talking, is it a deception to build a school? Duncan just built some schools in the county. You're talking about 2023. Duncan and Zarzar, the two of them will run against Teahjay. Hey, it's democracy. So if you along the line between you get the political capital, you get the record, you have the support of the people. Hey, the people will decide ultimately. But I think Duncan is doing well, and he has to maintain that district. We're going to do that. I mean, if possible, the possibility of him even becoming Speaker of the House is not far-fetched. It's possible. Because by then we were talking about the late Mobutu, he was thinking about district number 3. But unfortunately, he's no more. So to become a Speaker of the House, you need is catch intensive. And so Duncan is capital-wise, financially, he is there. So if he wants to be the Speaker of the House, that's something he can pursue. And he has what it takes, because right now when he wins re-election, he will be a senior lawmaker. So because those are the things the local. You can be a freshman, you want to be a Speaker of the House, and stuff like that. So you need some sort of experience. So he has 6 years on his belt already, and that will make him go. So that's the direction you're looking. Zarzar and Teahjay is a political zombie. That man is done. Let's see. Let me see what Wayne said here. Where you getting the money from? Do you care to tell? Do you care to tell? Chea, by all indications, the man is a lawyer. All right, the man was a practicing lawyer before he got into Sinoe politics, and so the man is not a pauper. He's not a poor man, basically. All right, the man is a lawyer, a renowned lawyer in the country. All right, the man was a businessman. All right, that the man record is there, is clear. And so when you say where is he getting the money, man's a businessman. That's where he's getting the money from. The man's a lawyer. Come on, lawyers are not broke people in Liberia. Yes. All right, let me see here. Slappy Supreme Duke Brothers, he said, Amanla Awetu is a Zulu phrase belong to the South African apartheid movement. It says Amandla, Awetu, meaning power. Power is ours. Then something that you're about to say. But Liberians quickly ran with the phrase, using it in the strongest and malapropic term. Let people the malapropic. So basically, the message of women is using the word malapropism from the word. The expression malapropism is where you use another word in place another word. But words that sound the same, but confusing similar words. Okay, let's see here. Thanks for the education, though. He is talking about the CPP, maybe. Yeah. Let me see. I don't know. I can put that in context. And then he said, teacher also said, anybody the president supports for the Speaker of the House will definitely win. That's true. I agree with you. That is true. All right. So these are some of the comments I saw that came in so far. So good. But guys, I think it's 12:19 on my end right now. I came out late, and that's why I stay up to this time. But I want to say thank you so much for following the show. Let's see here. That man got all his money from government. He was fired by Ellen for stealing. Who is that man? Yeah, I want to know who's the man you're talking about, buddy. All right, so that's soiree. All right, good. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to say thank you so much for following the voice of Sinoe. We're gonna be with you again on the platform so we can talk more. So, of those who are following, I want to say thank you so much. And let me see when I can play one of the videos here, and we will call it a night. I really appreciate you being with me all night up to this level. We are telling our people to vote something. We are in Augustine Chea. Mr. we should call him Mr. Romeo Quia. He belongs in 2nd and 3rd place. That's where he belongs. They beat the man everywhere. In the US, he ran for Sinoe County Association to beat him. Yeah, he wanted to be the chairman for, I think, Unity Party or something in Liberia. They beat him everywhere. They beat him. Yeah, man. The man is a punching bag, political punching bag. And so we'll make sure that he's relegated again. We are very sure Mr. Quia will be beaten again. We can point the people that something. Our people can put that man over there. I'm sure. Put Mr. Quia there, but we'll finish. For 9 years, the man will just be looting. What's some music here, guys? So I can call it a night. Dang. I want to see what I got for you. Let me see. I'll put CDC song here, son. My 2 candidates, they are sedition, so I'll do CDC song. A workout and a blackout. The workout on the platform, my man Donald Richards trying to honor the blackout. Yeah, the man trying to honor taking the workout called Teahjay and going with that bar workout called Teahjay. And you want honor the workout, the blackout called Augustine Chea, the blackout called something where bringing all the workouts to honor man.
It's your bonaro, that is workout, that honor man workout, that is still workout, one honor man blackout, yeah, before. Yo, yeah, that is workout, that honor money workout, that is still workout, one honor money blackout, we're not here for it, we got baby a dream. It's time for us to pull it together, move our country power, let's stop the hate, pushing fake messages, let us stop the money, all in Liberia, all overseas. You pay the project black, you feel style on social media. You are workout, all the money blackout. All the hate messages you preaching, you not doing it to the blackout, you doing it to the people, the poor people. The people you claim to love, the people you want to lose. That is workout, that honor money workout, that is still workout, that honor money blackout. Yeah, before. Yo, yeah, that is workout, that honor money workout, that is still workout, that honor money blackout. We're not here for it. We got baby workout, making updating one another, encouraging us to spread our country. We should go and demonstrate. You will be there, demonstrate. Let me ask you, workout, when we spread our country, who will help us stress? They say no, workout. When you bring our hand down, who will help us settle? They say no, workout. Making sure to gain power. We not yet for that kind of plow. Work out, get black out, the chance. We are one. Get past it, then we are the chance. We are one. Can't you see? He's very wrong. We are one. He's building hospitals. We are one. Take a look at the castles he's building. We are one. Say nothing, we get humanitarian hospital. We are one. Say nothing, we just in new market. We are one. The new head office for the people of Mobutu. We are one. Send our doctors into
All right, guys, that's Sinoe County white cow there. Milton Teahjay is the white cow for Sinoe County. His job is to cause confusion in Sinoe County. He goes on his radio Kigati. He call people names, that's what he does. That's all he does in Sinoe County. So the young man Nero is saying, let's stop the hate white cow. So Teahjay is the white cow. He fomenting chaos in Sinoe County. So Nero is telling you, let's stop the undermining. Okay, Teahjay, stop the undermining in Sinoe. The children are suffering in the county. Stop creating chaos because we want the leaders to work together so that the children will benefit, our mothers will benefit, our fathers will benefit from the efforts of the leaders. You are made leader not to create confusion in the county. You were made leader to seek the interests of the people. And so when you bring your division, we don't want you white cow. Get away.
It's your boy let's stop the hate. Let's stop the hate. Pushing fake messages.
All right, so the white cow in Sinoe County called Teahjay undermining the black cow called Zarzar. Teahjay is a white cow. He's trying to undermine everybody. He's trying to undermine Zarzar. Let me show you the white cow. This is the white cow here. They're trying to undermine the black cow on Zarzar. Trying to undermine the black cow Chea. Also trying to undermine the black cow. Let me show you another black cow that is trying to undermine. The black cow called Teahjay undermine. They're trying to undermine something where. That is why he's supporting the other white cow called Kojo. He's supporting this lady who also is a white cow. So the white cow tried to undermine the good leaders in the county and bringing in those weird people that have nothing to offer our people but confusion, because people that will take order from here is the white cow, the chief white cow in Sinoe County, and we'll make sure and disgrace in 2023. We'll start the disgrace first with his stooge. His stooge is called Kojo. We beat his stooge first. We send a message to him in 2017. He didn't listen. All the candidates he sponsored in 2017, they were beaten. He sponsored the same Kojo man in 2018 against Augustine Chea. He was beaten. He sponsored Joseph Barker. Joseph Barker was beaten. He sponsored Samson Wigba. Samson Wigba was beaten. He sponsored Treasure Kodo were beaten. So all the people, they don't understand Teahjay has lost relevance in Sinoe County. And is still thinking to be the Messiah and Kojo kind of man. He going around and still carrying Teahjay around. I say, you guys, do you pay attention to history? No, the man does not pay attention to history. It's a stooge. And so whatever Teahjay says, that's where he go. He's talking about people that are building Sinoe Technical College. People know what we're talking about. Sinoe Vocational School. We're talking about Augustine Chea. Talking about Hotel Kojo. Talking about man, we've been looting our place. All right, so guys, we'll be off for the night. That's the man you got to vote for. The last word on the boat. That's the man you need. December 8th, go vote for Augustine Chea in district. That's the Sinoe County Senator, number 2. All right, then district number 2, Samson Ware is the man for you. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that being said, I'm out, and thanks to all of you that following the show. We will talk to you tomorrow at 8 p.m. All right, You also have to follow us on YouTube. That's how we can also monetize the show. So when you follow on YouTube, you subscribe. All you have to do, put Madison Freeman. We are also live on YouTube. You can listen to us. You can even use it, listen to it on your big TV. You can just go on YouTube on your smart TV, and you'll be sitting on your couch and listen to us. All right, so do so. We follow us on YouTube, subscribe, so we can get a little thing. And because when we get more subscribers, something good, something will be coming to us, and then we can build a better studio for. We can also, because it's a dream here that we're trying to practicalize. So the dream is we'll have the studio now in the US. We can open other branches in Sinoe County. The election, I was trying to get some boys together so that we will bring you live report. The election, I'm still working on modalities. I will have some guys from Sinoe. They will be on the ground to give a live update for the senatorial election and other elections that will be coming up. All right. So that's the voice of Sinoe. I want to say thank you very much, Mr. The Napoleon Cyber. Thanks for joining me. Sonny Towie, how you doing? Thanks for joining. College about Foley, Samson, Caroline Sampson. Thanks for following me. The voice of Sinoe. That's Susanna Sampson. Rebecca Youngley, teacher Soiree Son, thanks for following, buddy. The who here again? Slebby, the Supreme the Rivals, and La Vulture, damn it, that name, La Vulture, that's Wolotor Wayne. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate you. Caroline, I think I recognize Caroline, others, Dana Riches, and others. I'm not seeing everybody, but I want to say thank you very much for following the show. And we'll talk to you tomorrow, 8 o'clock on the Voice of Sinoe here. We'll be here again to talk to you. We've got other topics on the platform, and we'll continue to remind you about voting for Augustine Chea. Is very, very important. All right? It's very important that you vote for Samson Weah. And these people won't get them. Sinoe County will be great. They add on to Mr. Zarzar. They add on to Duncan. Sinoe will be on course. All right? Have a wonderful night.